we're gonna get rolling in a minute. We're just letting this fill up a little bit. I'm not telling.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink, and it's what was in the house. It's not wine. Just put it that way.
Oh, it's got to be some sort of I'd say a scotch, a fine scotch.
No, we don't have anything like that in the house. I wouldn't hide the fact that I was drinking a scotch or a whiskey. What are you drinking, Ray? What do you got? What do you got going on?
What are you drinking? Moonshine? Like you gotta be secretive about it.
I wouldn't hide that either.
What could it be?
What could it be?
It's like
no one will ever know.
It's a roofie colada. Yes. I got it.
Roofie colada for you and the missus? No.
no.
The usual for you and a roofie colada for the missus. That's what it is. That's the full quote. Quagmire.
Yeah. I used to when I'd lived in Ocean City, I'd go to the bars that I used to. Like, everyone kind of knew me, and I'd say that, and a lot of the tourists didn't take kindly to it. Like, you don't understand the joke. Oh well, you know, yeah. Bill Cosby did that to. Okay, way to bring down the fucking mood.
Well, like now it's not. It's less funny, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. What's up, right, Ronan? Horror Punks USA and Draco.
Now that we got like 10 or so people in here, why don't we say hello to everyone in case there's any newbies in here?
Okay, that's I see a weirdo and I embrace it. Yeah. My name is Gray.
I'm Wolfman. How's everyone going on tonight? How's everyone doing?
This is GrindHaus Live. We're actually at one point. See, far from suicidal. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Far from suicidal.
Yes. I actually, you know what? We'll get into that in a minute.
Go ahead.
Let's finish our intro. We'll talk about it in a second.
Okay. Yeah, this is GrindHaus Live. Every other Tuesday night, we go live on Facebook and we share it all over the place. It's weird because there are other platforms to go live, like YouTube and Instagram and all that.
I mean, I got
maybe
my
one
Twitch
day
account.
we can,
YouTube. We can do a lot of stuff.
I link it all up at some point, but right now, our biggest fan base that we interact with is Facebook, so it only makes sense to go live on Facebook. Oh, Patrick.
What's up, Pat?
Oh man, that's funny. Sorry, I have to keep tapping the screen because it fades if I don't interact or like leave a comment. We got a lot of stuff tonight. It's been 2 weeks since our last live stream, and maybe in the off season when my hours at work slow down, we can maybe go back to a once a week schedule. But what we've been doing is every other Tuesday we get caught up on like our Patreon work and other content that we have to create. So it's been working out pretty well for how we've been doing it. I'll get back to that. Has anyone
totally getting sidetracked? I thought you were gonna do like an intro, talk about what we're going over tonight, let everyone know.
No, I got that. Just I read something. Has anyone ever came up to you and just said like Wolfman's got an art like out of nowhere?
No, because no one recognizes me.
No. But other people know you as Wolfman.
Not
your
really.
Friends in Derby and stuff.
No, they don't know me as Wolfman. So I don't go by Wolfman and
yeah. That makes it's weird. You got stuck with the two like cool nicknames. Like barely anyone actually knows your name. And
yeah. Well, Pat, I know it's you. It's just I wasn't gonna call you Zero. It's one of my. He's gonna help me out with the Discord and whatnot. Pat, there.
Oh,
it's my gamer buddy Zero1 in the Discord.
Yeah. Nice. Obviously, oh shit. There's going to be some winners tonight drawn for our contest. Oh,
we have 2 contest winners to be exact.
We have a prize for the runners up, and we have a prize for our grand prize. And there's a few ways to enter. Obviously, we're not doing entries right now. We're live. We're not worrying about it. Hopefully, these people who entered can in live and hear that their name's going to be drawn. Let me see if I can tag some of these people. But besides that, we have some interesting conversation in regards to our standard versus battles. Few hypothetical questions. Before we do all that, we got to do our spiel. Right now, our Patreon, it's doing okay. It could be doing a lot better. But if you sign up for Patreon, you get the exclusive content, which is now the Serial Killers Academy, which is really awesome. Actually, what originally this channel like grew from, and it far surpassed it. But it's cool. We go over serial killer cases like live together. We do the research. We learn about somebody. Sometimes we know about the person already. But we do a lot with cases that are lesser known. We also have like the featured person of the week. It could be an actor, an actress, director, musician, whatever, and we go over their work and stuff like that. And you get early access to that. Eventually, yeah, it does go on YouTube. But if you're on Patreon, you see it first. And we're working on other goodies for Patreon, like a possible small little newsletter. I do know Gore. I don't know if she's in yet, but Gore is working on little gifts for all of our Patreons. If our Patreons are watching, probably already contacted you to get your address, and she's putting all that together. So y'all will be receiving some very cool swag in the near future.
No, Ray, I'm not. I'm cheating. Drinking lightweight material stuff.
She says, the night I got serial killer bombed from Patreon notifications made my week. We did have to get caught up.
Well, I released 2 serial killer videos and 2 featured person of the weeks that day. So we put 4 videos up in one day. So we're catching up. It's nifty to look at, but I don't get my comments half the time, and I'm running it. I get more comments from watching my own stream on a second window. It's kind of fucked up.
I have to do.
Yeah.
It's weird because I would stream like a video game or some kind of like playing guitar. I did it on my personal page. I could see the comments live. When we're going live from an actual page, not a personal page, comments don't pop up regularly, like on even like OBS or whatever you use. I don't know. Is it a Facebook thing or is it?
I don't know. There's also a 16-second delay that is non-adjustable on Facebook compared to Twitch, which Mizero will know. Like, so if we're in Discord and we're gaming, me and you talking to each other, if you're watching another screen or something, you will hear me talk about stuff that's not happened yet on the feed for another 15 seconds. For the people at home, it doesn't matter, but for Gray and myself, he's watching me on the screen, so it's kind of weird because I'm talking, but in the picture I've been talking about something previously. It's like watching an old Asian martial arts movie. It's like dubbed. It's they're talking about different shit. It's funny.
At least when I have Discord, which is live for you and I, so our conversation, we don't have to wait like the news anchors when they ask a question and someone they're interviewing that's like 1,000 miles away, and it's like, tell me, what did you think of the fight? And the guy sits there for like 10 seconds like, yeah, the fight, it was pretty, and I like, at least we don't have to worry about that.
Oh no, I think I just showed it on screen.
What's that?
Someone might have saw what I was drinking. Oh
no. Have asked YouTube help. Yeah. I mean, I used to go live on Facebook, a couple of years ago, and it definitely wasn't as intricate as it is now. It is better, but obviously there's still a lot of kinks that they have to work out. If I'm not commenting on or answering your guys' comments or questions right away, I'm working on it. I wanna go over a couple articles, this week in horror and stuff like that. Something that we talked about a little bit last night between you and I, Gore.
Let's go back to real quick before we get into that. Let's go back to that comment by Draco.
I didn't.
The suicidal tendencies comment about the Pepsi.
Oh
and whatnot.
yes.
Let's go back to that. That song is so fucking played out, and I actually hate that song. It drives me nuts about suicidal and that song. Like, there's so much more than that song, and that song is so different from most of their work in a way. It's crazy. But then Ray mentioned Psychovision, and that's more like the punk side of suicidal when they kind of, they had that thrash metal early 80s to almost, into the early 90s, and then they switched over to like straight up like California punk-ish type. Yeah. I don't know. And everyone quotes it. Everyone quotes it. It drives me nuts. It's like one of their worst songs.
Was that their big hit? That's why everyone
it was
quotes
like a huge video on MTV back in the day in the 80s. It was like their only video. It was a huge hit. Everyone quotes it. I mean, Limp Bizkit quoted it in their song and stuff. Like, How I Laugh Tomorrow is actually one of my favorite songs, actually, Stacy. I actually fucking love that song. And when I seen them live and they played that, I went absolutely apeshit. I went fucking crazy.
It's funny. Like, as long as I've known you now, I can't imagine you like very mellow and chill. And I haven't been in a scenario with you yet where like you've had to have been amped up or
I don't see the thing. I don't get amped up when I'm at a concert. I don't get amped up, and like I actually have that problem. I don't get adrenaline spikes. I'm very fucking bleh. Like, I don't know. I don't unless certain like I only get adrenaline and amped up in life or death situations. Other than that, I'm just like, ugh.
Partial.
And when I get them, I don't like them. And they're hard to handle, and I get a little out of control. So it's a good thing I'm not an adrenaline junkie, because that I would have to go do the most ridiculous shit in order to feel anything.
Yeah.
So like when I go to a concert, I don't get amped up. I have fun or whatever, and then I just get angry because you get like dumb people and fucking want to be kung fu masters in the mosh pit, and then you just start kicking people, and I just get angry.
He says Wolf lacks emotional range.
I do, man. It's either
you're not like Alan Rickman, where it's like, hey, Alan, are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy. Well, are you sad? Well, yes, I'm very sad. It's emotion.
I'll start making videos like dancing on my movie collection and be like, welcome to my video collection. All these videos mean very much to me, but this one is my favorite.
There's this
great video of dancing talking about his book collection. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's hilarious. It's one of the best things.
Okay, so it's called Heavy, The History of Metal. It's this documentary. It came out years ago, and it's this guy, and he interviews all these like Swedish death metal bands and new metal and like all sorts of and he's having an interview. I forget the lead singer, but it kind of looks like he's from Transylvania. And he's got like the long mustache and the goatee, like looks like Satan. And he's sitting there and he's drinking his wine. And he asks the question. He's like, what do you think metal needs more? And the guy just sits there quietly, doesn't answer for like 8 seconds. And he just goes, yes. And he just slowly take a sip of wine. And I just can't. All right, like, why do you gotta take yourself so fucking seriously? Seen that a long time ago. Yeah, Patrick. I think it actually might be on YouTube. Nico said I asked some hardcore dudes. These fucking comments. Apparently, all do karate every Sunday to practice their pit routine.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, man. It's really dumb. So, Stacy, fun story. Actually, I hung out with the band that got in a fight with Danzig before that Danzig shit happened years before it. And got put on their guest list and went to another concert of theirs up in Long Island, New York, and hung out with Vinny Stigma from Agnostic Front, Roy Magera. He was drumming for Soulfly at the time because they were on tour with Soulfly, but he is the drummer for Stone Sour now. And we hung out with him, and we had a great time. Vinny Stigma is as short as fuck. He is probably as short as you. Vinny's probably like, well, you're shorter than him. You're 4'11". Vinny's probably like 5'2", 5'3", like no lie. But he can barely stand up. He was so wasted. I had pictures with everyone. It's funny. It was a good time.
The guy who knocked out Danzig?
Yeah.
Short?
No, yeah. He's taller. No, she's talking about Vinny. Okay. She said she loves AF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to say, after looking at that video, like that guy looked pretty fucking jacked. Not like
he's not jacked. He's just a fat Guido dude that lives in Arizona now. He's not very
Danzig
big at all.
is short.
Danzig's like 5'6".
Danzig's probably like
he's like 5'7".
Yeah, he's not a big guy at all. Actually, it's funny. One of my friends, Matt, is a huge Danzig fan. Like, even with like the Misfits and Samhain or whatever, Samhain. He would do like all this research and he would read all these quotes, and he got like very like metaphysical with Danzig, and like, oh dude, like Danzig, just he thinks about everything from martial art and training your body and I'm like, dude, it's Danzig. It's not Bruce Lee talking about Be the Water. Go listen to some Danzig records, read the lyrics. There's not much behind Danzig. I'm sorry. I do like the Misfits, and I like some Danzig songs. If you've heard one Danzig album, you probably have heard them all.
They're a little more intricate than that, but you got to be like a fan of his. I'm not a huge fan of Danzig's solo work personally. I just like him with the Misfits. Fucking Nail Bomb is the shit. That's fucking. It's good time.
Before we get off this topic, I know Draco knows about this, and if Ronan is still here, I know he knows about it.
I actually don't know if Northside Kings are affiliated with DMS. I assume they have similar friends because the lead singer grew up in like North Jersey and knows all those guys, but they practice out in Arizona. But they were located in I think Phoenix or something like that. But then they're not. I don't even think they're a band anymore. I don't know, but they used to practice next to Sepultura. Like they shared the same building practice space. That's what the story. So then Igor would come over and steal their bass pedals all the time because he'd break his, and then they end up letting them go on tour with them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of love for DMS. No, I mean no offense to anyone that's with them, but no love. One of my friends got murdered by them at a concert. I'm not a fan.
While we're talking still on somewhat of that topic, what are your thoughts on Michael Graves? No, Draco and Ronan are a little more up to speed, and I just got caught up to speed with him recently.
You told me some things about him, but I can separate the person and the music. I love his Misfit stuff. I wish I got to see it live personally, but
I think
now he's super Christian. I mean, dude, I met him at a bar in Bayville, New Jersey. We were doing a roller derby event in like it might have been 2008 maybe. He was doing his acoustic tour of his like Skeletons album or whatever, and he just looked like a beatnik hippie. He was like, he was dressed in no paint. He had like this fucking, because he's small. He's not very big at all. He's another one. And then he had like this scarf on that could cover like nine people. Like a fucking beanie, like the fucking
just a blanket,
like knitted gloves with no fingers on them. Like he just looked like he was like one. You know how those hipster fucking douches kind of look like they're almost homeless, except the difference is the homeless people's clothes are like ragged. That's like kind of how they look.
Yeah.
And my buddy bought a bunch of his CDs, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have change to break a 20." I was just like, "How do you not have change?" He had to go track down his girlfriend in the bar to go get change. Like it's just it's so funny.
Like you said, you can separate the music from, and I'll say this, I will probably offend or at least hurt the feelings of some people. The audio recording of the Michael Graves Misfit stuff is 100 times better than the Misfit stuff recorded with Danzig. But the quality of the songs, I believe they're about the same. Like I like certain songs from that era, and I like certain songs from the original. What I am not a fan of currently is Michael Graves being a mix between like Alex Jones and Rush Limbaugh. We've talked about this, or your fan base has a lot to do with your perception or how people perceive you. I don't think in a million years people would have ever thought Michael Graves would say some of the controversial stuff that he said and this and that.
Yeah, I have no idea what he said, but I don't know.
I wouldn't want to hold it against him personally. I would want him to have a chance to try to explain himself. That's like one thing I feel like we as fans at least try to give artists. A lot of their stuff is misquoted, or a lot of their stuff is taken out of context. Now if they came out and they explained it and it ends up being they're a piece of shit, then yeah, fuck them. They're a piece of shit.
I mean, someone could have shitty viewpoints as long as they're not actively going out and harming people. I could separate without getting political about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll listen to music, I can do whatever. People are allowed to have their opinion. That's our whole, without getting super political. Right. It's our First Amendment right. So just because you don't have, just because you have an opinion I don't agree with doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking hate you and I think you're an evil person, which I think more people need to do that.
Right. And I wouldn't want anybody to get hurt because of somebody's opinion. Like if he was inciting riots or race wars or anything like that, fuck that guy. He should be thrown off a cliff. But if he's just speaking his mind, and that's the whole thing about going back to being offended. What the fuck is it to be offended? Like, I get angry at things. That's not the same. What is being offended? Leave your answer in the comment section. If you guys know what it is to be offended,
there's something that
you.
Offends me recently, but I don't want to talk about it because it's too political. It's too political, and I don't want to go there.
But is it offensive or is it just anger?
No, it's offensive to me. I'm offended by it, but it's too political. I don't want to get into it. But there is. I guess there is not. Now we talk about stuff. There is one thing that just bothered me, but. It is what it is.
Yeah, I can't think, and like I think of music or I think of a movie where people have said, "Oh, I was offended." Like people watch fucking Cannibal Holocaust and like, "Oh my god, I was offended because they killed the live."
Live turtle. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm sure the turtle didn't go to waste. I'm sure they didn't just fucking kill it and throw it like on the ground. But I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm sure they were able to do something with it.
It just reminds me because I was listening to another Joe Rogan, because I was playing some Borderlands 3 before we got on. I was listening to some Joe Rogan podcasts, and he was talking with one of his hunting buddies, and he finds it funny, and I agree with him. I haven't hunted since I was a kid. I haven't done I'm in no shape to go hunting anytime soon. I would like to get back to it because it's like the best way to get food personally, I think. Not to get all, like I said, with political bullshit. There's no steroids. It's all natural, yada, yada, yada. But it's funny how people will let you hunt deer, birds, whatever. But this lady had alpacas and they were eating her livestock, mountain lions. And then she got mad because she got a permit to kill the mountain lion and people sent her death threats and whatnot. And it's like, people get mad you kill bears. I mean, you can eat bears, but like at certain places, bears overrun areas and they're very dangerous to humans. I know we need to stop spreading out. They need their own, whatever. I get it. But at a certain point, it's funny that people don't care about stuff that won't harm them, but they get mad when you kill something that's like a predator that will like actually murder your child, or murder you. It's just funny. Like, I just find that hilarious.
Oh, I agree. And like again, don't want to get into politics. But like the people who do the game hunting and they pay for it and they pay these thousands of dollars to kill these animals, I think that is different than someone
who's not. It's actually really good because you don't realize, like,
I understand the control of the population.
No, it has nothing to do with the control of the population. The money they pay, all that money goes and like will literally fund a village for a fucking ever there. The problem is it's so ass backwards back there. But it goes
correctly.
Yeah, but those people go to the correct places. It's not like they're paying money to some random.
No,
because I've seen. I mean, I'm sure some people are douchebags about it, but it goes to game
people
conservation.
That killed that lion. Cecil, that big lion that was killed, that was done by an illegal group of poachers who led this hunter, took his money, and just said, "Yeah, kill that lion." They had no idea. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, there are
I don't know.
people who
I don't
do
know
it
that
wrong.
story, but
no, I'm saying it happens. That's shitty. There's tons of people out there who can hunt realistically for food, and even if it was for sport, like I live in an area where there are so many deer, I feed them by hand. I give them corn chips that eat right out of my hand. But the problem with them being so comfortable around people is they'll stand in the middle of the road and like not move at all. So you see dead deer laying everywhere. People are dying in car accidents. So when deer season up here happens, there's not really a limit to what you can fucking do. I agree with that. I agree that there should be checks and balances.
With Stacy, if someone put their dick on my shoulder, I wouldn't be offended. I'd be pissed off, and I'd hurt them. But I guess it's different being a woman. And going back to Patrick there, I hate the Karens too. The Karens, they're the Karens and the fucking Kens or whatever. There's something else that they call them. I forgot what it was. There's another one.
Oh, hold on. Becca says that deer season up north is shit. I live in Northeast PA, not Northern Delaware, up in the Poconos, and deer season up here is like they give kids the first Monday off of deer season so they can go hunting. They've been doing it for years. Like up here, they treat it like a big deal. I don't know when the word Karen became the new word for C word. I don't even want to say it because in case I offend somebody, and that's fucking bullshit.
So in case everyone wants to know, Mizzy, Pat, I'm going the Doc J route, and I'm drinking Trulies. But they are the lemonade hard seltzer variety. There is what is in my fridge that someone else bought, and I'm drinking them because I needed to relax today. I just drank some mango lemonades, alcoholic.
You know what? It's funny. I went to the liquor store yesterday, and I picked up my mom her wine, and I saw this at the counter, and it was $6, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's this wine." And it comes in a coffin. I'm like, all right. I don't even drink. Like legitimately, I don't drink. But it was in a coffin, and it was $6. I had to do it.
Is that what's on on top of your thing there now? I see in the back. That little coffin.
The coffin is there, and the wine is there. So let's change gears a little bit. We got our little political spiel out. I want to have fun tonight.
Yeah.
But to let you know, Stacy, I don't think anyone's randomly gonna run up to you and put their dick on your shoulder. Just it doesn't happen as often as you may think.
Until you're in a roller derby league of girls in Philly, apparently everything happens to everyone all the time, constantly.
Really?
It's crazy the stories I've heard, man. Yeah, apparently it's lawless in the cities.
Oh boy. All right, so this came out about an hour ago, and if anyone has ever heard of it, it's called Fantastic Fest.
Fantastic.
It's usually in the fall. Yeah. It's an event where they talk about all old B movies and shit like that, and there's collectibles. It's a convention.
Okay.
But it was canceled, and it was officially released today that it would be canceled. So sucks. It's been going on for over 20 years. What are you gonna do? I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
There's
gonna be lots of them coming.
There is soon. Yeah. Anyone here has Shudder? Definitely check out Shudder. They're about to drop a whole bunch of new horror movies and self-made, content. So definitely.
All right, well,
over to Shudder.
Keep everyone busy for a moment. I'm gonna go get more booze. I'll be right back.
Oh, and here's the ceiling, ladies and gentlemen. Remember remember, everybody, we are picking a winner for our contest tonight. And you know what? Yeah, Shudder's fucking great, dude. I love it. And you know, there's a free app out there or a website. It's called Tubi. And it does have commercials. Like last night, we reviewed a movie that was on Tubi, and I think we had 2 or 3 commercial breaks. Anything that you can think of, yes, they do have some big name stuff up there, but anything like 70s, 80s, and 90s B movie, like it wasn't a sci-fi original movie, but it wasn't never in theaters. Tubi probably has it. It's tubi.com. Check it out. It's awesome. Yeah, prizes for our giveaway. I'm actually gonna pull up real quick. I should have had it, but I opened up the live screen. Live screen. Oh, what did everybody think of our midnight video or audio podcast if you listened? We had the special introduction from John Kassir. It's like the second time he's helped us. Super cool guy. Eventually, we're gonna have him for an interview. But a lot of voice actors are able to do a lot of work from their home. So he's still been working throughout all of this.
Damn it.
And yeah, he's very busy, but we will try to get him on the show soon enough.
I forgot there was drink in there still, and I tossed an ice cube in it and it went everywhere.
I heard something.
Fuck.
Oh, who brought out Dr. Sleep, and it was long, incredible. Now, Dr. Sleep is a Stephen King. It was it from
That's
The Shining,
the sequel to The Shining, sort of.
Okay. So yeah, I knew it had some kind of tie to Shining. I just didn't know what it was.
I heard it was good, but that was from a semi-reliable source. I haven't watched it. I don't watch many new horror movies.
Pretty foul.
Yeah.
Logan said party foul, so Wolfman now has to
It was like 3 little tiny drops. I didn't knock the glass over. What was that thing? Foul.
What was it called? What was it called? Icing? When you would make someone like drink a Smirnoff Ice like on one knee. You guys remember that bullshit?
No.
Weird. Oh, and also, if you guys haven't checked it out, we released a sneak peek trailer of our next episode of GrindHaus Gripes, which is Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows. And it's like an 19 minute long video because I have so many fucking problems with that movie.
Rob likes to torture himself with shitty movies.
Here's the thing. Not all of the GrindHaus Gripes videos are going to be shitty movies.
I know. I'm just busting your balls about Blair Witch 2 because I fucking turned it off after 15 minutes. It was one of the worst movies I've ever watched. It was pure trash. But I don't have any love for the first one anyway, so it doesn't,
I think that's what makes it worse for me is because I enjoyed the first one. To see the second one, what it was, very disappointing. But yeah, you guys could check out that trailer. Why do you pick movies like that? Oh, that I like. Well, because I said earlier, you just like shitty movies. You like to troll people. Real quick,
Stacy's favorite
prizes
movies.
for our prizes for tonight. We have the home decor basket, and that is the grand prize. And you get the little black cauldron, a witch lanyard. You get this little doll that Gore painted, which is really cool. You get a DVD copy of 28 Days Later. You get a bath bomb. You get a tea light with jasmine incense. You get both GrindHaus on 42nd Street car sticker and a Serial Killers Academy sticker. You get a coffee mug. You get a cat ear headband. You get a little zombie finger puppet. So if you want to finger blast your butt with a zombie, that's, you get a Bloody Mary zombie cream, makeup, and sponges with hand sanitizer. A comic book.
My bad. I forgot to put my camera back. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible human being now.
No one likes Book of Shadows. Confession time. I've never seen Blair Witch. Now wait.
Good for you.
Good
for you. You're not. Don't waste your time. Do not waste your time watching that piece of trash. Either one of them, or all 3 of them, because there's a remake.
There's a remake. I haven't seen it. Can't say much about it. Away from the second one. Listen, the first one maybe today isn't as revolutionary or groundbreaking because of all the movies that have come out since. But when that movie came out, I could see why it was a big. I saw it in a drive-in movie theater right after Austin Powers. I'm out like in the woods with this big ass screen, and it was an experience for sure. I recommend it. Jeff is a little older than me, so obviously when that movie came out, he was pretty much over it already. He was like, "Oh yeah, whatever, it's bullshit." Um, I recommend it. Before we move on, the runner-up prize for the giveaway is the Carnival of Fears package. Get a big plastic popcorn holder with microwavable popcorn, spiral lollipops. You get your stickers for Serial Killers Academy and GrindHaus, 42nd Street. Circus Peanuts, a red balloon Pennywise socks, DVD copy of It, the miniseries, not the remake, and there's more included. We will be drawing a winner within, I'd say, like the next half hour.
Yeah.
So if you're entered, you gotta stick around because when we draw your name, you gotta be like, "Yay, it's me!" It was good for 1999, but now it would be lame.
It wasn't. It wasn't good.
But here's the thing: did you say Halloween was good for 1979?
Halloween's
but it's
good for now.
Today?
No, Halloween's good for now.
I'm saying the age of a movie didn't have much to do with how good it is.
No, I'm just saying it wasn't good regardless. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch, Forget Me Not, all kind of sucked. A sucker for a good visual, good visuals and those type. Yeah, obviously practical effects are always awesome.
I don't even know if we will cover the Paranormal Activity series. It's not in the stream. I would
do a gripe video on it, but I'm not gonna.
I've actually never seen any of them. I just know of them, and I know they're fake, stupid movies. I've never watched any of them. I refuse to.
Haven't even seen the original one.
Never even seen the first Paranormal Activity movie.
I'm
a stubborn son of a bitch. You should know this by now.
Boring. I don't understand. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got to go see it." It's boring. The first Paranormal Activity. I'm sure the rest of them are the same, but suspense leading up to the big reveal isn't that scary. So therefore, the lead up is just can drag.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just had a lot of comments come in. I just read Becca's. I just wanted to finish it because she said those types of movies just don't tickle my pickle. You'll get a heart from me because everyone loves pickle tickling. Jenny said I saw Blair Witch at the drive-in. That's cool. That's where I first saw it. Patrick Wilson, Mazzario, right? Zero. Sorry. Have that many gripes about the second. Or I think Blair Witch.
He's also the guy we did the T-shirt ad for the supporting the troops.
Oh, okay.
It's the same dude.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
I don't know if he got any sales for it. I hope he did, but I'm not sure. But we did throw a couple ads out for him, and I told him about it. And I helped my buddies out. I like him. He's a good dude. Patrick is a good dude.
The first GrindHaus Gripes video is Jason Takes Manhattan. I think it's 11 or 12 minutes. I want to keep him about that. But yeah, the Blair Witch 2 video is like 19 minutes because it has a lot of problems. When I do a Paranormal Activity video, it may be as long. But
I didn't realize our Rob Zombie video was so long. I mean, I edited the damn thing and put it through. And then when I uploaded it to make it public for everyone now, because it's not just a Patreon, the 2 weeks have gone up. I didn't realize it was an hour and 4 minutes. It's crazy.
That is our longest.
Yeah, that's our longest
actor.
We were like, oh, these are gonna be
person of the week.
We're gonna make these about 20 minutes long. That was like our goal, and like everyone's been at least like 40 minutes. I think the Choder Brothers one was like 35, but we've been averaging 45 minutes. We were like,
when we first had the concept, we even tried to run it down, and we're like, dude, 15, 20 minutes. And we even said maybe someone who's like really interesting would get like a half hour. And yeah, none of them have been less than a half hour.
The problem is because everything we do is so open format, we tend to just ramble on about everything, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's fun. You just have to have a little more patience with our videos than the average video that's like 10 minutes long. I think a
lot of people like going down the rabbit hole, though.
Yeah.
Like when we were talking about this last night, when you go on Amazon Prime or you go on YouTube and you start off with a video, then you just start finding stuff. And now all of a sudden, like I'm watching like how to take caffeine out of Red Bull and make caffeine-free Red Bull. Like I have no interest in chemistry, but somehow I'm watching these videos. I have no, I don't mountain bike, but I watch mountain bike videos. It's weird. Yeah. One thing I did bring up, and actually have to pull up, I have to pull up something. Ooh.
What?
I have to pull up something just to get the genres correct. But I did have a list for some horror movies coming out to Netflix in July 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Normal Activities on there.
Yeah. There's another Conjuring movie. Supposedly, it might got delayed till 2021 because of the movie theater thing. They don't want to release it on the video on demand thing like some of the other videos have. So that looks like it might get delayed. I did read that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Total Recall is coming out on Netflix this month. You guys haven't seen Total Recall.
What, was that the remake though with Kate Beckinsale, or
the original? Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves.
Waste of
Witches
from
1990.
Whoa! Total Recall, Arnold, man. Don't be hating. Don't be hating. Come on now.
Oh wait, maybe she's talking about Paranormal Activity though.
Oh yeah, maybe. All right.
Hopefully. But you know what? I'm gonna stop reading off a lot of those because Gore does her weekly what's coming out on Hulu and Netflix. So
I like the Insidious.
Pay attention. I think. Oh yeah. With the projector or whatever, is that?
Yeah, the astral projection. Yeah, I like them. They're fun. They're not like amazing or anything, but they're fun. They're all in that Conjuring universe. I like the Conjuring universe. All right, Becca. We're cool now. We're good. Good clarification.
We're cool.
We're good. I'm a huge Arnold fan. I will throw down when it comes to Arnold. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I mentioned earlier that we do these hypothetical versus battles, right? Yeah. And
what do we have?
Kind of went a little overboard tonight
because we haven't done one of these in a while. We haven't done these since like our second episode, and we did second or third, and we've done like 2 or 3 GrindHaus lives in between without doing a verse battle. So
have a House by the Cemetery poster. I mean, message me a price, dude. I'll fucking take that off your hands. It's a Fulci. Yeah, House by the Cemetery. It's Fulci. That little bastard Bob's in that movie. So tonight we're looking at a little bit of a Royal Rumble battle royale, if you will.
Okay.
Horror villains or slashers, if you want to call them. The 70s,
Jordan
80s,
sneaking in there.
90s.
Throw a shout out to Jordan there.
Gore's finally here. What's up, Jordan?
Jordan Moore, another good people.
Nice. So we're gonna take 3 popular monsters or slashers from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and we'll even throw in the 2000s, but not 2000 to 2010. I'm saying 2000 to 2020 because I don't think there's been as many strong slashers in a 10-year period after 2000. So, gotta pick the notable horror villains and slashers from the 70s. I gotta take a note of this. I'm
sorry, I'm sweating. I meant to turn the air conditioner back up when I left. Don't mind me.
So, Gore's finally here. All right, for the 70s, Leatherface, Michael Myers, and who would be a good candidate for a popular slasher or horror villain from the 70s? Already got Leatherface and we already have Michael Myers. Who would be a good, strong third person to have?
There were none, honestly, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like
But
there was
even
like
Leatherface
one-off
isn't
movies.
really a slasher, though. I don't know.
Well, I said horror
Yeah.
villains and slashers. Just villains from horror movies or slasher movies or whatever. I'm trying to think of a third one for the 70s. I mean, like you could put Jaws in there. He was a villain, but he's not going to be that useful
No.
unless he's in water. So guys, whoever's in the live feed, if you guys can think of another person for the 70s,
I
let us
honestly
know.
can't think, like, I mean, do they have to have more than one movie, or are you just talking like a single movie where they were a killer?
Just a single popular horror movie franchise or individual
But
movie.
you said all right. So I mean, a few that I can think of. It's a movie, but it's almost a documentary. But yeah, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. There was a remake of that,
Okay.
which most people know
Yeah.
the remake, but the original was made in the 70s. But I mean, that guy was a successful killer that never caught him. So you can go with that.
Alex DeLarge. Alex wasn't as successful on his own. He needed his lackeys. I wouldn't put him the same with like Jack Torrance. I don't think, although you know it's crazy, I wouldn't necessarily put him the same level.
You had the killer from Black
what?
Christmas. That was the 70s. I think that was.
Yeah. You have Black Christmas. That's great. Anyone else can think of a horror villain or slasher from the 70s. He needs his drogs. Yeah, drugs.
I know a droog, so like droogs means something different to me.
You guys have never seen my
droog
superior drugs sign. I actually found that when I moved in here, so I kept it. Yeah, it's there.
I mean, does the tall man count from Phantasm, even though he uses the ball and he has kind of minions?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Like,
because that's 1979. Now, like, I'm just trying to rack my brain here.
Do the minions count as like a package with him? Like, does he always have the minions around?
No, not always, but his minions do things in the movies and they grab people, but he can, I don't know, I guess he doesn't even control the balls, technically. I mean, I guess he does. There's like souls inside him. I don't know. We're getting into.
If it was the
he's
tall
a horror.
man
He's
and
a
he had
horror
the
figure.
ball.
He's a horror figure, I guess. Murderer.
Patrick.
There's the alien, technically 79.
That's what Patrick said. You got
that.
alien.
Yeah,
the xenomorph.
Oh yeah, he just put that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should go with that because that kind of throws a curveball into the battle. In the 80s, so many choices. You got to have Jason.
Yeah. Well, it's not just. I guess it's not 100% slashers. Just like a killer in
horror
general.
Movie villain. Yeah, horror movie villains, slashers, monsters. You know,
I'm trying to think of what else is in this. In the 70s, the 70s is like a hard one. The 80s would be a little all over it, but
that's what I'm. Yeah. That's why I said 80s is going to be stacked, and I actually think we're going to have a trouble just trying to think of three and narrowing it down.
So we're going to narrow it down to three from our list right now?
The 80s.
Yeah, I'm saying like from the 70s, we got to narrow it down to three. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I already had Leatherface,
yeah,
Michael Myers, and then we finish off with Alien.
Okay, so that's our three.
I think that's going to be a strong. Yeah.
Alien wins.
we got more.
Oh yeah.
So say Jason because I think not only was he the most popular in the 80s, but like the versatility of zombie Jason. I mean, yeah, and Jenny said fucking Freddy. So could do both, but there's so many more options. Oh boy. This is gonna be tough.
So you want to do decade versus decade? Is that
I want to go against the top 3 from the 70s versus the top 3 from the 80s, top 3 from the 90s, and who would win out. The dude from Amityville, he was just a normal dude. Like he went crazy. He's like Jack Torrance from The Shining. I don't see him standing a lot of punishment. Would Freddy be worth the second choice for the 80s?
I mean, he is the second biggest one out of the 80s besides Jason. Yeah, or first biggest depending on who you are, what fan you are, you know what I mean?
Right. So if we went with Freddy and Jason, what could you pick from the 80s? Could it possibly stack up to a Xeno?
Another Xenomorph, technically.
Yeah, you're not gonna go aliens too. Come on, we gotta pick something. I mean, we gotta make it a little different.
I'm just saying, you know, that's technicality.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like a monster. Just try to change it up a little bit. I'm trying to think like a good monster.
Yeah. Basically, we picked Michael Myers for the 70s, and Texas Chainsaw we picked for the 70s because the original one was 74, and I think Halloween was 79.
Yeah.
So our 70s group is Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Alien. Our 80s group would be Jason, Freddy, and we got to figure out something that could match up against a Xenomorph because got to have some kind of cool battle, if you will.
Hi, Brie.
No Predator.
I know you hate that. Hi, Brianna.
No, Predator wasn't necessarily a horror movie.
No, but he's the first Predator like straddles the line. But I would honestly Terminator. Let's go Terminator. We had that talk.
Oh yes, we did. The
let's
first
go
Terminator movie could be a horror movie or considered a horror movie.
Let's go Terminator, Jason, and Freddy Krueger for the 80s, top 3. Murderers.
Okay.
Instead of serial killers, we're just called murderers.
Murder, yeah. So now we're at the 90s. This is where it's going to get even sloppier because slasher movies dropped off and we had a lot of supernatural stuff and we had a lot of like I would not put Ghostface on this list because it's been different in every. That's
one of the first
movie.
things I thought of when you said that too. That's the fun thing. That's funny.
Jurassic Park scared the shit out of Greg. Look, I was like 5 when I saw that lawyer get chomped from the toilet. I had to go to the toilet. So I see Logan said Ghostface, but it's someone different in every movie, and it's just a person or 2 people.
And it's multiple people in a movie, honestly. It's not even like a single person.
Yeah. So
Billy Loomis.
You want to put Loomis, Dr. Loomis?
That's the only thing of Loomis I'm thinking of in my head, and it's
but
his name's not Billy.
So would you put Chucky on this list? The 90s.
I kind of think you have to. The 90s don't really leave you with much.
But Chucky against actual killers like Leatherface and Jason Fred, I don't see him standing against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do have something against Alien though. The fucking monsters from Tremors.
The Graboids.
90s. Graboids.
Graboids.
Oh, Pennywise.
Yeah.
How would Pennywise stack up though?
I don't know.
Can't turn into anything.
He doesn't really. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything. Honestly, if you really think about it, like he eats kids.
He would be the giant spider.
I kind of like Pinhead. I kind of like throwing Pinhead in there, actually.
Oh, yeah. Pinhead, absolutely.
For like a 90s. So you have Chucky and Pinhead.
Okay, so we're going with Chucky. Okay, I don't think
unless we have something else. I mean, you have anything else? I mean, I'm trying to rack my brain right now. Do you want to use a graboid? I mean, do you want to use a graboid? Or do you want to use an ass blaster? But was Tremors 2 in the 90s though? Yeah, it was. What? Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Logan brought up a good point. He is a galactic being. He should definitely be in Pennywise. He does transform into a wolf, and he transforms into anything that they fear. So, like, technically, he could, like you said, he goes after kids. None of these. I mean, I don't know how old the alien was.
Yeah, but Candyman, you have to say his name in the mirror, though. He's. I don't know.
Yeah, but let's just say he was there. You know, like let's just say he showed
up. He's got a hook and a knife, and he's got bees. Like, is he really that threatening though? Let's really think about it.
I don't know. I mean, have you ever seen a swarm of bees? Like, fucking terrifying.
Tremors 2 is 96, Ange.
Okay.
Oh, I thought Andrew wrote that. Pat Mizero. No, Tremors 2 is 96.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the only reason I even said graboids is because I'm trying to think about Alien, like what's gonna stack up. There's just has to be.
I know there's something, and I can't. I don't know. I'm like on the spot, and I can't think. I'm like
somebody asked what year was Killer Clowns.
Shit, I should know this offhand.
You absolutely should know this.
Yeah, fuck.
The 88 or 89?
I think it's 87.
Okay. Oh, what about Pumpkinhead?
88, close enough. Yeah, 88. Yeah. Pumpkinhead was 89, right? I think.
Okay.
But I guess you can go Pumpkinhead 2, but he's not as. It's 88. Pumpkinhead 2 is 93, but Pumpkinhead 2, he's not as cool as Pumpkinhead from 88, personally.
What about Evil Ash? Army of Darkness.
That's yeah, what was that, 93?
Yeah, that's 90s.
But he didn't really do much. He fought with a sword and he had his minions. Like, he's not that.
Basically Ash. Yeah, it's like a little bit of an overpowered Ash. Oh, fuck. Well, we have Pinhead and Chucky for the 90s, so we just need this one.
I'm trying to think of like a monster.
Preferably one
that I'm trying to think of a monster, personally.
Yeah. What would be a good monster? Like, I said the graboid because of Alien, but they're kind of limited. Yeah. Like, if you're on the ground, you're fucked. But if you just stand on anything else, you're okay. What about the T-Rex from Tanny? Angie, Gore, would you stop?
I know.
She Tanny and the T-Rex. Stacy and Gore would have a film fest of like a 24-hour just shit show, just movies like you would never want to watch. They would be in heaven. I mean,
you got the alligator from Lake Placid. You have Gremlins. They're the 90s. I was just thinking off the top of my head. I don't think they really count. We could throw in Critters, but there's the giant critter, technically.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Evil
horror.
Fuck.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
Logan said Anaconda. I don't.
Yeah, but that doesn't match
Ice Cube.
Yeah, that thing doesn't.
You can't finish off Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez. I don't think he deserves to be on this list. Yeah. It's like, no.
Yeah. We're trying to think of something that can match up with a xenomorph, an alien, and yeah, there's really not much.
And the Terminator. The Terminator was our second, like, what we could match up against the Alien. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Bunch of tomatoes. I don't. We really like. How hard is it to find someone in the 90s?
The Terminator and the Alien are together, so it's like you can't really match them.
You know what?
You want to be technically.
Someone else said Ghostface.
Yeah.
The problem with Ghostface is it was somebody different in every movie, and occasionally it was two people playing it in a movie. So you can't really just pick Ghostface.
I mean, we didn't use Predator technically, did we?
Did not use Predator.
Predator for the 90s. Predator 2 was made in 1990.
Would you put that in the horror genre?
No, but I mean, you don't.
First
I don't put Tremors in the horror genre. And we talked about that personally.
Would you say sci-fi?
Yeah.
Oh wait, someone said From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, but they're just regular vampires. I don't know. I guess you could technically
vampires.
Yeah.
It's actually, well, you know what? As we already mentioned it, but our next movie review is Dusk Till Dawn. So next week's episode is going to be it's
probably a good time. It's probably a good time for me to do my Fred Williamson person of the week too, since we're doing Dusk Till Dawn. I can release him at the same time because he was in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he got delayed.
A lot of people have brought up Pennywise. It was the 90s. Galactic being. He can turn into anything. His final form's a giant spider. I mean, okay. Let's leave it up to the fans. What would you guys pick for your third pick of the 90s between Predator from Predator 2 or Pennywise from It? Now, while you guys answer that, we have one more decade, which is 2000s till now.
Gary Busey in the 90s. That's what I'm picking. That's definitely a horror story.
You know what, though? He might have a little trouble with Leatherface, but other than that, I think he'd be all right.
I don't know. I think you would offer him cocaine and be like, "I'm already living my own hell."
Gary Busey's like, "I can't feel my face," and Leatherface is like, "Me neither."
Yeah. Gary Busey would be like the ultimate Two-Face because he's like, he went super Christian in the late 90s too, so he would pull Jesus on on Pinhead.
It's like the real life Two-Face, yeah. Okay, so we got some people coming in.
Everyone's saying Pennywise, basically.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back. Pennywise. Mental killer. Pennywise. Okay. Oh, gotta go with Pennywise. We gotta change it up a little bit. Oh, we got Pennywise. Now we are in the 2000s, and this is where it's gonna get hard, at least for me and Wolfman, because not necessarily huge fans of newer horror. Although we might have a few we could toss out there.
Hatchet.
Let's put Hatchet in like the maybe.
Why maybe? He's one of the strongest, like murdering type supernatural beings of the 2000s.
I don't know what else is gonna get tossed out in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like he has to be on.
I feel like I would put Hatchet only because like Jason's on the list, and I feel like that would be an awesome. That leprechaun shit out of here.
Leprechaun in the Hood, B. Leprechaun in the Hood.
You know, yeah. Our pick is gonna be Hatchet, and we're gonna leave the other ones up to our ends here. Ginger Dead Man. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Ginger Dead Man.
Whole family from House of a Thousand Corpse. Dr. Satan was actually kind of weak. I'm sorry. Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpse had to pretty much have his victims given to him to do his experiments. So I don't really see him as like a badass. Not as
Agreed.
Like I think Otis was a badass.
Yeah.
No.
But he's not supernatural. In the end, he's just a dude though. That's the problem with him.
Right.
He's just a guy.
Yep. Orphan, The Ring, Saw. I wouldn't put Jigsaw because Jigsaw would need so much planning to get these motherfuckers in traps. I was gonna pick. Otis is the fucking badass of the group. So yeah, Jigsaw's out. The Ring, you're talking about the ghost girl that comes out of the TV.
Does she bring anything to a battle royal though?
Yeah, like you
I don't
just got to
know.
think about. A lot of people are saying Otis. I'm actually surprised at that, and it kind of does make sense. He was the best part of House of a Thousand Corpse and even Devil's Rejects.
I mean, the 2000s might unfortunately end with him because I don't know what to put in there. Yeah.
And we also have to think of a monster like like what, Cloverfield or fucking.
I mean, if you want to go that route, we could have went Godzilla. I mean, and the other one. So I don't want to go that.
I'm trying to stay
that's
away
what I'm
from
saying.
the
Yeah, that's why.
kaiju.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying. You had The Host is a movie. There's like a creepy Loch Ness monster type monster with legs that can go anywhere and jump around. It's a Japanese movie. I mean, that's a pretty good monster from 2006. It's just called The Host. I don't know what the monster was called.
You know, I mean, it's a great movie. Like, we brought up Cabin in the Woods, we would have so many fucking options to choose from because everything is in that movie.
Yeah, technically speaking.
Have I? Thousands. We had a lot of the remakes. But that's when like you had your big zombie and vampire boom. Like, wasn't there like a super powered vampire that we could toss in this? Like, let's see, Blade was a good guy though.
Yeah.
Looking for villains. Virus from Cabin Fever. that's kind of unfair. But fucking, I didn't know Saddam Hussein was in our fucking chat. Like, why not just use chemicals? No, this is a battle. We want it to be
warfare and WMDs.
That's like the last resort. Sam from Trick or Treat. What is Sam? Okay,
Sam's a demon with a bag over his head.
What is Sam gonna do against Leatherface?
He's a midget Jason part 2.
Right. Basically, I agree with that 100%. It's a good movie.
Yeah, no, that's very good. I like Sam.
Didn't say Cloverfield, Ange, because if that's the case, then we could have, like you said, went with Godzilla and the giant monsters. We're trying to stick to more, realistic stuff. I'm exhausted today, as am I. Blade was the 90s. Blade the 90s?
Blade 3 was 2004, and Blade 2 was 2002. So technically, he could have been He could be the 2000s if we wanted him to.
Right. Yeah, we're going off of the series, so
yeah.
We have Hatchet, which
Victor Crowley is his name, technically. Victor Crowley.
Yeah. With cute, then slaughter him.
Fuck. Do you want to take one of the puppets from Puppet Master? I guess we can throw them in there.
Oh.
From like
would be a joke.
From the 2000s era.
All right, wait. Got an idea. Let's let fans pick the second killer. You and I will pick the monster. We gotta, we already have the Alien, we have Terminator, we have Pennywise. We need a monster able to join that battle. And our fans have to discuss they would think a good killer, make up this group.
Well, I said The Host. That was like my best pick for a monster that I can think of off the top of my head without going crazy. I don't know who we do for a second killer. We got Victor Crowley. And anyone else?
Man,
Bueller.
Bueller.
Anyone?
We know what. I have to cheat a little bit here.
See, I would say Slither, but that is like a bunch of little monsters. It's kind of like in that Critters territory.
Yeah.
They're like parasites that would more. It's,
That would be a good Patrick fucking Bateman.
Oh, fuck. Why didn't I think of this earlier?
Oh,
what year is this? I guess it's kind of
2000,
worse.
2001.
No. Hold on. No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, someone else. Doctor from Human Centipede. I don't think the Doctor from Human Centipede would stack up against actual killers, though.
Pyramid Head. Silent Hill movies.
Pyramid Head. Silent Hill. Pyramid Head is our monster. All right, so we have to go through. Said all of 2000s, not just the early, because we don't know much about 2010 to 20. So we're saying from 2000 to 2000 to now. So it beat me to it. Oh yeah. So Pyramid Head is our good monster. We have Victor. I don't
even know if I consider
Hatchet.
him a monster. I just say Victor Crowley, Pyramid Head, and the host monster.
I'm gonna put Pyramid Head as the monster.
But yeah, I mean, we technically said the fans the second one. I'm just saying what I would go with.
Yeah, we actually have a couple Patrick Batemans, which is cool. If you guys know the movie, did he actually kill anyone?
That's
I just ruined the movie for people. I don't know.
That's for our review later on, coming up in a couple weeks. I didn't say that.
Actually, we didn't even just say that, but yeah, it is happening. All right, so yeah, you know what? Let's just say it was real. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho will be our killer. It seems to be popular.
Here's the real important question. Do I drink a mango, a strawberry, or black cherry lemonade as my next alcoholic drink? That's the real question.
Yeah, let's vote for it. Let's vote for it in the comments section. Which drink will Wolfman's vagina like the most? I say mango.
Exactly. Which drink do I pour in my asshole next?
Butt chug a beer bong or whatever. Actually, I've had the Truly. I tasted.
Well, the Trulies are different. These are Truly lemonades, so they're different.
They're not carbonated.
They are like tiny. I mean, all of them are tiny bit carbonated, I guess.
Okay.
We have 2 votes for black cherry.
Black cherry. Fit. Oh, someone's tossing out the early drug references. Ooh, that one brought me back, Stacy. Better be careful. I might start getting the fucking scratch. I'm kidding.
And then we have to murder Stacy if you get back off the wagon. So, I mean, that's a lose-lose situation.
Oh, my God.
It's a lose-lose situation.
Oh, shit. Jeepers Creepers. Fuck.
How did we not think of that? Why do we... That is a good monster. I actually really do like Jeepers Creepers, but...
Oh, have Hatchet, Pyramid Head, Patrick Bateman. Who has to go? Because we gotta put Jeepers Creepers on.
I think he goes as number 2. So then we go with Victor Crowley, the Creeper Monster, and Pyramid Head. I think that's what we go with.
Oh wait, you're saying get rid of Patrick Bateman?
Yeah, because he's just a dude. We got rid of other people in the other list because it's just a guy. You know?
Yeah. The fans voted.
I know, but Pat is a fan, and he said Jeepers Creepers.
Nobody brought up Jeepers Creepers, and I think a few other people would agree.
But I think we have to.
Oh, but see, Stacy says Bateman stays.
Yeah, but Stacy's vote don't count. She likes Blair Witch.
It's Blair Witch 2. It's okay to like Blair Witch.
No, it's not. It's not okay to watch that either. It's not okay. Not at all.
A DA counselor. I know all the slang. All right, good.
See, Logan agrees. See, should they get rid of Bateman for Creeper?
I honestly think
the Creeper's like a double. Creeper's like a double. He comes with a truck too.
No, I just think as a stronger opponent because we don't even know if Patrick Bateman killed anyone. Could have all been in his mind. That completely negates every argument as a killer. Oh, at least with Creeper, we know he did it, you know?
I will fight you, Ange. Don't worry. You skated against me. You know how... I never hit you hard, so I can't say you know how hard I hit. But you've seen me demolish people. Don't even put the skates on,
muscle man dance. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this Battle Royale features our 1970s group, Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Alien from Alien. Our 1980s group is Jason, Freddy, the Terminator. Our 90s group is Pinhead, Chucky, and Pennywise. And our 2000 and modern killers are Victor Crowley, Hatchet, Jeepers Creepers, Monster, and Pyramid Head. Oh, which decade is the first to go?
You're breaking up. You need to say that again.
It was me stuttering. Sorry.
No. As you were still breaking up as you were saying sorry. You're good. You're good now. I heard you say, "Come on."
Closed it. Okay. 70s. Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Alien. 80s. Jason, Freddy, and the Terminator. 90s is Pinhead, Chucky, and Pennywise. And the 2000s to modern is Victor Crowley from Hatchet, Jeepers Creepers, and Pyramid Head. Which is first to go? Go ahead, Zombie Maniac. Let's put on the skates. See, everyone wants you to get back on that horse.
That horse is retired. I am done with roller derby.
Oh, man. This is what we do now. We beat the shit out of people with our words.
Yes.
My body and brain,
my body and brain are done with roller derby.
All right. Oh, doing Bateman dirty. Look, we don't know if he killed anyone. I'm sorry, we don't know. All right. So, in your opinion, Wolf, what is the first decade to go?
All right, so we had the Alien, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Michael Myers. So 70s, first one to go. 2 real, actual living humans technically in there, even though the alien wrecks house.
I was gonna say the 90s gonna go.
What was the 90s again?
Pinhead, Chucky, and Pennywise. The problem is,
yeah, I mean,
like what you said. If we're talking about other dimensional, beings,
they're
Pennywise,
you have
a
possessed doll. You have dimensional beings with Pinhead and Pennywise. I think they stand up the test of time compared to regular dudes in a way, technically.
We can't be talking about who we like the most. Because I would say the 90s would go the first because it's like I think the weakest group. If we're talking about an actual fight, like we got these people in.
No, the 90s are the weakest group in general, but when an actual fight, I think the 70s go first. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if we get them in a room and there's no escape, so Pinhead can't go to another dimension and come back. If we're talking about actual fight, their weapons, I actually think Pinhead and Chucky don't stand that good of a chance.
Pinhead's got the chains, he's got knives, he's got more to him than you think he does.
Can Pinhead hold up against an alien? No, he can. Michael Myers and Leatherface, I know Pinhead would handle. Can he hold up against an alien?
He may not, but in the technicality, I don't think the alien has a piece of foil to put in Pennywise's mouth, and Pennywise technically kills the alien. It comes down to Pennywise versus the alien. That's how I see it as.
I think that's right. I think the 70s is gonna have to go first.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a chain or two kind of fucks up the alien, but then the blood breaks the chain because it's acid blood. But yeah, I mean, I don't like Pennywise as far as I can throw him, but you know.
You still have Chucky in there, so like Chucky could still be a nuisance.
Chucky gets killed like right off the bat. He gets
shredded
up into little pieces. He's a little doll, even though he's possessed. He's got strength technically, but
he's got the strength of Brad Dourif. It's not like he's got the strength of like a bodybuilder.
He's got the voice of Brad Dourif. He's got the strength of supernatural powers.
See, Brad Dourif was the soul that possessed him in the beginning of that movie. So technically, it's Brad Dourif's body and soul in him.
Yeah, but I always thought it was run by demonic power still, though. You know.
Yeah, we never got that explanation. I would have loved to have that in one of the Child's Play movies. So I know a lot of people said 90s. I think they were saying it because, like we said, like the least popular group of the bunch. Pennywise is afraid of courage, right? And that's going to come into play our next year. Patrick, I think Pennywise and Pinhead alone, like you said, even get rid of Chucky. Leatherface and Michael Myers are just humans. They're not going to withstand both Pennywise and Pinhead. The alien is going to put up the best fight, but then again, Pennywise could be an alien too. He's from another, it's
Pennywise could turn himself into an alien if he wanted to. Technically, or he could turn himself into a colonial marine and take him out, because I mean that's obviously the alien's biggest fear. He could turn himself into Sigourney Weaver in a loader and take the alien apart.
Right. I'm sorry,
no, I'm just being a jackass, but yeah.
We got rid of the 70s. They're out. Yeah. So now we're left with the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, where it's going to get a little more interesting, because so many iterations of Jason, Freddy, the Terminator. They're so now the 80s, the 90s, and 2000s is the next to go. Oof. I would say 2000s. Sigourney Weaver equals Glenn Danzig.
So we had
possibly
Hatchet.
Ooh, Patrick.
I'm just ignoring Stacey's comment because she's trolling right now. I'm gonna ignore her. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, see, that's not a 4 out of 10. That was at least an 8. Logan says 2000s go next, I think, and I agree.
So what was 2000s was what? Jeepers Creepers, Victor Crowley,
and Pyramid Head. I think Freddy would have no issue with Pyramid Head. I think Freddy alone would take out Pyramid Head. It's down. Ignoring me, Wolf.
I just don't know. The Jeepers Creepers monster is actually really tough, though. I don't know what
is. We'd have Terminator against Jeepers Creepers monster, Freddy versus Pyramid Head, and then Jason versus Victor. I think that's the hardest one. Jason versus Victor.
I actually call that almost a draw. Like they're both embodied. Well, technically not yet, but they're both embodied by Kane Hodder fighting. But Jason and Victor Crowley kind of had the same powers and the same weapons, the same everything. They're almost the same character, but different.
Then they have on their team to help them.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Jason versus Victor is going to be very equal. Jason also has Freddy and Terminator. That's what I'm saying. Like, side,
I think
where Victor has.
I think they kind of cancel each other out.
I think Freddy would take out Pyramid Head himself, no problem. I think he could do that.
Like
Terminator versus Creeper.
Yeah.
Logan heard me the first time. She said Terminator would take out Jeepers Creeper, and I believe that too. The thing is, I haven't seen. I don't know. Is there more than 2 Jeepers Creepers movies? Like, is there a third?
There's a
or
third
4?
one,
You know,
and
I don't
you
know.
can only kill it via the special way or whatever because it regenerates. It's got I forget exactly what it was, but there's a third one. The third one's better than the second one. But yeah, the first one's just kind of
okay. Yeah, the second one was.
Yeah, the third one's better. The third one actually takes place before the second one. Actually, technically, the second one ends up being the final. It's almost like
it's after the first one.
Yeah, because the end of
so the third movie is after the first, before the second.
It's like weird. There's some weird the way it goes because like the end of one of the movies is the start of the third, is the end of the third one. It's like weird the way it goes. I don't know.
The end of the third movie is the beginning of the second movie.
I'm drinking. Just ignore what I'm saying.
Okay.
I forget exactly how it goes. Yeah.
What do we think? Does everyone agree that Freddy could take out Pyramid Head?
Yes, we're in agreement on that. Literally comes down to Jeepers Creepers versus the Terminator. Well, what is our other group again? So we have the 70s out, then we have
Head, Chucky, and Pennywise from the 90s.
Honestly, I feel like they go next. I feel like the 90s go. I feel like it's going to be a battle royal between the 2000s and the 80s, personally. But
about it, yeah.
Because I mean, I know Pennywise is all whatever being, but I still think.
But Freddy.
I think Freddy goes into Pennywise's dreams and kills him. And then the other two are just,
Pennywise feeds off people's fears.
Yeah, there's no fear there.
Freddy embodies people's fears. Jason, always afraid of water. Thank you, Jason Takes Manhattan and Freddy versus Jason. Thank you very much for ruining.
But he's not afraid of water. It's totally fucked up and wrong because Jason, constantly in and out of water. It drives me crazy. He's not scared of water
all the time.
We can't hear you talking anymore. Your internet connection's gone total crap. Your video is gone to total shit. Everything's failing right now. I blame it on your mom signing on because maybe she's taking up all the bandwidth now.
Hold on. Bum 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 bum.
Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. All right. I should be better. I actually refreshed it. Are we in agreement that 90 would be the next group out? The 90s, like Pinhead, Chucky, Pennywise.
I mean, I am. I don't know.
Basically, we're left with 80s and 2000s.
All right. Wolfman's going to go pee. I'll be right back. I'm breaking my seal.
13 is Friday 13th is large continuity error, but Manhattan is no, it is a big continuity error, but it's definitely not the best. It's around 130 minutes behind. Mom, you got to hit live. You're watching from the beginning of the show. You have to hit live and go forward. He's not scared of water. He's afraid of drowning. Okay. All right. Spends a lot of time in the water. It's true. But specifically in Freddy versus Jason, and that waterfall dropped between them, was afraid to walk through the water. It wasn't necessarily drowning because he had to just go through it. It's so weird. I don't get. I wish they would have never put that fucking part in the movie. Okay, I understand that, Freddy needed some kind of advantage of a fear or whatever, and Jason needed something, but I don't think it should have been water. It should have been something to do with losing his mom or something like that. Hey, I live in a gully too, actually. I actually live on top of a mountain. Oh, he's back. My internet cuts out sometimes because, like I said, I live in bumblefuck nowhere.
Ain't that the truth?
We gonna have an issue with this.
What?
Our 2000s versus our 80s. Oh, yeah, Mom. There's a delay between the live stream and Facebook. There's always a delay.
It's 15 or 16 seconds. I forget what it was. It's 15 or 6. It's just Facebook's bullshit.
I'm trying to. Holy life. No. Holy life. In the goalie. So what do you guys think? Who's going to win out this battle between Jason, Freddy, and Terminator versus Victor Crowley, Jeepers Creepers, and Pyramid Head? We are in agreement that Freddy would take out Pyramid Head, right?
Yeah, Freddy takes out Pyramid Head. Jason and Victor Crowley are a wash. So now you have Freddy.
You have Terminator and Jeepers Creepers.
And Freddy's still in the game. So you have Freddy and Terminator versus...
You're saying Hatchet and Jason kill each other. Like they're
they're a wash. Yeah, they're a wash. So now it's Freddy takes out Pyramid Head, and then you have Freddy and Terminator versus Jeepers Creepers. I think the Creeper takes out the Terminator. Possible. Yeah, it's just Arnie. So now you have a Creeper versus Freddy, and that gets a little hairy.
Like you said, it's something very specific that kills the Jeepers Creepers monster.
Yeah.
But Freddy has the
But
power
also Freddy
of
doesn't die
unless
Freddy doesn't die unless he's in the real world though also. So he can't die in the dream world. But does the Jeeper dream though? He doesn't sleep. So
does he have dreams?
Yes.
Well, he does sleep, but it's for like 27 years or something. So obviously he's awake in this moment.
Yeah.
Or Freddy takes Creeper while he's hibernating. See, that's what I was me and Logan.
Right,
like every time I'm about to say something, she already has it typed.
He hibernates for I think it's like 21 years or 20 years or whatever. But we're not talking about him hibernating. We're talking a fight, so that means he's awake. He's not hibernating.
He is active.
He's active. So the hibernating gets thrown out the window.
Becca put her vote for Creeper.
I say we just leave it up to the fans on this one. We've come down to Creeper versus Freddy, and we'll just let the fans kind of pick the winner here. I think that's the only way we can do this one.
You know what? That is probably the best open-end answer.
Yeah.
You guys decide between Freddy and Jeepers Creepers. Then on our next live stream in 2 weeks, we'll do a little more research and we'll actually do a breakdown of a verse battle between Freddy and Jeepers. Because that's it. There's so many rules. Like we didn't take into account. But it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna have to do a little more research. That was our massive battle royal verse battle for the night, and I think that was actually awesome because our fans were very had very good insight.
We're gonna post it on the site. So we've narrowed it down to one last 1v1, and we'll put it on the site and we'll announce it on our next live stream who wins.
Oh, you know what, Logan, before you go, I think it's about time that we pick our winner. Basically, I went through the post, checked out everyone who shared it, everyone who liked it, gave everyone their due entries, and I have this little app. You just input the information and like you spin it and lands on something. And if you're here, you know what is up for grabs. We have the Cauldron giveaway, which Gore put together all this stuff, by the way. So thank you, Gore, for putting together the Home to Gore basket and the Carnival of Fears basket. Are awesome. All right. And we spin. What should we give away first? The runner-up?
Yeah. Do the runner-up.
Okay. So, the winner of our runner-up prize, which is the Carnival basket with the copy of it, the popcorn tub, and all that, is Jenny Wyatt. I actually think that's Gore's wife, like her roller derby wife. Oh, that works.
I was trying to do something, Gore. Yeah, there was some extra noise in the background. I just turned it off. Yeah, you're not going to hear it because they're listening to the stream. You're in here with me.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Congratulations. Congrats to Jenny Wyatt. She won the Carnival basket.
Jenny.
Now we have our grand prize win. This is the cauldron, and we have Tracy Lee. I don't know if Tracy's in the chat or not. Click.
What?
She is a top fan of our page, so she's been here probably since the beginning or whatever. So congratulations, Tracy Lee. Got our grand prize home decor basket. Hey. Or we'll be getting your guy. Actually, I'll get your guys' information. Well, you know what? Jenny is Gore's like roller derby wife. I don't need your information. Gore, take care of that.
So I have just something funny I want to throw on here for a moment.
Okay.
Turn our cameras off. And we have 200 zombies versus 100 Jason Voorhees and 5 dragons. Who would win? We're running a battle simulator. Hopefully it doesn't crash.
Oh God.
So this is the battle simulator. I downloaded a Jason. Someone made a Jason Voorhees.
Tracy.
So this is epic, ultimate epic battle simulator or whatever. And
if it was Stacy, I would have said it was Stacy. Already have her.
I figure out where our troops are. Hopefully this doesn't fail on us.
You know what? You told me about this, and I haven't seen it. This is the first time. See, you are not Tracy.
No. I'm trying to figure out where the.
He does have something coming in the mail. Gore is sending you something out.
Where the crater is.
And there may be a penis on your shoulder in the near future. So hey, congrats, Stacy. It's on the shoulder.
I don't know why this doesn't throw me down.
Where the actual battle is?
Yeah, where the actual battle is.
Can they hear our voice while
yes.
it's going on? Okay. Stacy, you're a winner in our books.
I can't see what people are typing right now, but
Stacy thought I said Stacy when I said Tracy, and she said I could be Tracy, but you're not. And she goes, I never win. Dude, the day that you became a fan of GrindHaus, you won. You won. Well, awesome friends.
She has a pizza coming from you for free. She just has to make it to your shop.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Shouldercock. That's a good band name. Yeah. If you come up to the pizza place, you will receive 1 free pizza.
I'm really annoyed that I can start the battle.
Can't see where
but
it
I don't
is.
know where the
That's
fucking battle's
bullshit.
at. It just put me in the middle of like nowhere. You figured I'd see like a giant dragon and 100 Jasons and
Jason Force. Yeah.
So right now, the
Bullshit.
dragons
I
have
don't
killed
fucking-
11. Jason Voorhees have killed 10. 55 remaining.
Zombies.
All right, Jason Voorhees killed everything. Jason
And
Voorhees
the dragons?
and the dragons. Team Jason Voorhees is the winner. This is fucking bullshit. I thought this was gonna be fun, and then I have
if
no
they
idea
were just
where it
doing
was.
like a hypothetical, like they're not giving you a visual representation.
So like,
of
see,
the
here's
fight,
the way I
that's,
had
like,
it
the
set up. I
weakest
had
fucking-
two. No, they show you the visual. I've done this before I did this, but it was on a different level, and then so I went to the volcano board. I can go to the modern city and I can find it. So let's see, we can turn it to like 400 zombies, split into 2.
Becca,
We'll do 10 dragons.
Becca, I've had people literally ask me if I would be able to ship pizza across the country, like even like Alaska and Hawaii. And realistically, I can't. I can't half bake a pizza and like freeze it and guarantee it's gonna be the same. Like the only way you're ever going to experience like one of the pizzas I make is to actually come and get it when it's out of the oven.
See, this put me right in the middle of the battle this time.
I see, that's a little more convenient.
Yeah.
Yes, Cindy used to come get my pizza all the time. She knows. Do they tickle your pickle? They do. Pizzas will tickle your pickle.
So we have 10 dragons, we have 400 zombies, and 100 Jason Voorheeses.
Okay, see this makes a little more sense.
Yeah, so now I can see where everyone is. For some reason, I couldn't find them on the other level.
The dragons fly.
No, they just start attacking down. So the dragons are basically attacking the one set of 100 zombies. The Jasons are at the other. And they're probably just going to end up fighting each other afterwards.
It's a good plan.
There's just so many Jasons. I don't know if the dragons can take them on.
Charge! I'm in Pennsylvania now, though. I'm not in Delaware, so you're gonna have to take a trip a little further north.
Oh wow!
Look at you, Jason made short work.
So the Jasons won when there was 5 dragons, but apparently 10 dragons is not enough for the remaining amount of Jasons that were left.
It's too much, yeah.
The Jasons end up the dragons end up winning. Team Dragons.
This hypothetical battle simulator, if you guys are interested, we do have video game streams that we're working on. We've talked about man, why does this name always fucking leave my brain? The one where we just got the new
what are you talking about?
7 Days to Die. Oh, Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. So if you guys like any of the video game streams, obviously this can be included. Dead by Daylight. A few months ago, we had a Friday the 13th night where Wolfman played Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th while we talked about Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it was funny.
Fucking fun. It was fun. And if you guys ever want to join in, let us know what you want to see and stuff like that. I am not going to make a pickle pizza. I'm sorry. You know what? Tour's all right. Hold on. The distance from Delaware to PA is literally the same as driving from Austin to Houston. Yeah. You could definitely make the trip. If you're driving all the way up, like an extra couple hours isn't that bad. The only time, Stacy, I've put pickles on a pizza is when I make the bacon double cheeseburger pizza, which is a dough. It gets a layer of ground beef, gets mozzarella and American cheese and bacon. Then when it comes out, it gets lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle. No sauce. That's what it is. You can have ketchup or mayo if you want to put on, but basically all that on a slice of pizza. It is awesome. Also, the Mexican pizza, the taco pizza with like the ground beef that's seasoned with the taco seasoning and the sour cream and the salsa and the cheese. Oh, dude, I got so many specialty pizzas.
So we have werewolves versus Jason Voorheeses and stormtroopers.
guys didn't know, knows I love U2 pizzas. Actually got me this. I like you guys see all my horror stuff here, but I have probably just as much like pizza memorabilia floating around because I'm like the easiest guy to shop for. Horror or pizza stuff. I have other interests, but those are like I guess what I'm known for. I do the s'mores pizza. I do the peanut butter and jelly pizza. Yeah, I do all sorts of specialty stuff.
Yeah, the stormtroopers are just wiping ass right. They're just kicking ass right now.
I'm surprised they can actually hit anything.
I know that's what I. You see the laser bullets going everywhere, but
yeah.
Mm.
Only time I put pickles on the pizza, blah blah. Got it.
I mean, the Jasons kind of took out all the werewolves, but
nobody can even get close to the stormtroopers.
I don't know. The Jasons are pulling a little comeback here, though.
Oh, look they're flanking the left. They're flanking.
The Voorheeses win. Jason Voorhees wins. I think I overplayed them though. I don't know how many of them.
The coolest thing on Amazon the other day was a bicycle pizza cutter where the wheel of the bike. That is pretty cool. A bicycle that had the pizza slicers as the wheel. Be pretty neat. There, and it's like you're playing with a toy when you're cutting pizza. Like, pointing myself because I have a small bit left. I was saving it. I saw something about. All right, yeah, here. Gore, we need to do Greenwood chicken again for the juicy juice. I don't know what juice that is. Yeah. If you guys are interested in any of the video game streaming, obviously we have quite a few options to go through.
Yeah, on a fun time. Wednesday nights, we're going to be doing a stream with Vintage DC. Is one of our buddies, me and Patrick or Mazero there. He's friends with, and we did a couple-hour stream of Dying Light, which is a guy versus zombies and a lot of parkour, basically. And it's a good time. And I think we're doing another one tomorrow around 8 o'clock. So it's Wednesday.
It's okay.
Well, it's going to be a weekly thing. It's going to be Wednesdays or Thursdays, but I think Wednesdays is going to be it. I'll definitely post some more in the GrindHaus, in the Discord and the Facebook when we do it. I'll let everyone know. It's good times.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to share a link in our comment section. Basically, it's a link, a trailer. It's a sitcom called Kill House, and it stars horror icons in a Full House parody. So basically, it's a parody of Full House, but with classic horror icons. If you guys want to check this out, it's not terrible. It's just I wanted to share it. It's pretty funny. I had something else pulled up. Give me a second.
What do you got?
Looking, hold on.
See, if Mazero would just buy Dying Light, he could play with us tomorrow and be part of the live stream. Talking to you, Patrick.
Zombie versus superhuman. Friend had a group of kids on Greenwood Chicken who wore their masks, but I couldn't imagine masking over those cookers. Yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Try wearing a mask in front of a pizza oven. Is anybody here, including you, Wolfman, or anyone in our comments, is anyone familiar with Hong Kong Black Magic Cinema?
Hong Kong Phooey? No.
Oh, you.
Hong Kong. Kidding. Hong Kong. No, Hong Kong Phooey is a cartoon, man. It's about the dog.
Yeah, I know. Hong Kong Black Magic Cinema.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's this like subgenre of Hong Kong horror movies. Supposedly there's going to be a couple remakes of American movies that are based off of these, but since no one's ever seen the originals, people don't know that they're remakes. And I just got this list here of some of the movies that are being remade. There's one called like The Oily Maniac, which kind of looks like a Swamp Thing, but he's covered in oil. It's like a Night of the Living Dead, but it's
like
Chinese.
He's a Chinese
Yeah,
tar man.
yeah. Basically a Chinese tar man. So you guys see some horror movies coming out here in the near future and believe them to be original ideas from Hollywood, just know they're probably coming out of 20 and 30-year-old Chinese horror movies. That's hot. I'm more an insurgency person.
Insurgency Sandstorm is my favorite shooter. That's how I actually know him, is through that game.
Yeah, I've seen your posts before, and I watched some YouTube stuff. I don't think it'd be a bad idea to put that on the channel.
Now they have the night vision, though. Now they have night maps, so you're just like running around with night vision goggles or a flashlight only. So it's kind of fun.
Never gonna catch me. See you next year.
I know. You want me to get Gary's mod? I know. You keep telling me.
Oh, also, I want to leave this in the comment section. YouTuber, are you familiar with what a deep fake is? Wolfman,
yeah, dude, I've put them in the Discord. There's tons of like Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen deep fakes. They're fucking hilarious.
Some YouTuber created a bunch of deep fakes for Bruce Campbell and other actors for the Mortal Kombat 11 video game.
It might be the guy that just does all the main deep fakes, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shared the link there. If you guys want to see it, he did The Rock, he did Keanu Reeves, he did Bruce Campbell. It's all very cool, and it's all like Mortal Kombat influence, obviously. So if you guys like, Mortal Kombat, check that out. Look up some other stuff I had. A Train to Busan is getting a follow-up film. It's called Peninsula.
I still haven't watched the original. I heard it's so good, and I have not got around to watching it.
What would you say has been our most requested movie that we should watch that we haven't?
I don't know, because we've pretty much seen everything. We have...
Train to Busan's come up like 5 times, 6 times.
I haven't heard anyone request that at all, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's come up in our talkings, but I haven't heard anyone request it.
Oh, not request it, but they would ask like on live streams if we've seen it.
No, I don't remember anyone asking that, actually.
Or was it the Midnight Meat Train?
No, it's not Midnight Meat Train. It's Midnight Terror Train or whatever. It's
yeah, Ray's pick.
Yeah, it's Ray's pick. That's the one that's come up a few times. But that's number 26. That's on our list. We already put it on there.
I feel like we brought up the Train to Busan.
I've talked about it when we've talked about like movies with subtitles and whatever, and I've I've heard it's really good, but I got to be in the mood to watch a subtitle movie, and just haven't got around to it.
Yeah, you got to be able to sit there and actually read through it. I have seen Tourist Trap, and I'm gonna tell you. All right, let's break the fourth wall a little bit. Hold on. We got to break the fourth wall.
Rob was in a Tourist Trap.
Last night, Monday nights, we record GrindHaus on 42nd Street podcast. And as you guys know, we break down movies and this and that. Last night's episode was the first time that we decided to break down a movie that neither one of us had seen. Wolfman saw the trailer to this movie and said, "Yo, dude, this trailer, we gotta do this." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, all right, well, cool." It may be
truth so far.
Worst movie. This may be the worst movie I've ever reviewed and ever will review.
I don't know.
Unless we review a bad movie on purpose. We were completely fucking swindled.
Snowpiercer. Is that the one with the fucking train? How's that a horror movie? Hmm.
I've never heard Snowpiercer.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember if that's the same movie I'm talking about.
That got us to talking because we did film the episode. We filmed it, we recorded it, we went through it. It's a terrible movie. It's called Mutant Hunt, and it'll be dropping tomorrow. If you guys want to hear my honest reactions, because I actually watched it live while we recorded. Because Zombie watched
I think
it.
Zero's
Wolfman
drunk
watched it.
because
I'm sorry.
Snowpiercer's nowhere near a horror movie. That is the movie I'm thinking of. You're drunk,
I gotta
buddy.
see what
You're
it
drunk.
is.
You're drunk. It's about like a climate. It's like this train that just goes around the globe, like whatever, constantly, and the world is frozen over. It's like in a ice age.
It never stops.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
It just keeps going, and there's nothing horror about it. It's kind of like a serious drama.
Got real good reviews. I mean,
it's like a drama. I didn't really like it too much, but I don't know. That's just me. I do like serious movies. I do like serious movies. I don't know. That one didn't do it for me.
Mutant Hunt is a little like Tinder.
It is. It's probably just like Stacy's Tinder, probably.
Here's the fucked up part. The movie's about cyborgs, and it actually has no mutants in it.
Well, they were calling the cyborgs because they get mutated from the drugs that get pumped in their bodies and make them sexual killing machines. This all sounds like it could be good, but the way we're talking about it, but it's not. Cyborgs, drugs, sexual,
It led us to the question, and this is what I ask our fans right now. Has there ever been a trailer to a movie you saw and said, I have to see this, and then it was absolute shit when you watched it? Now, some of the examples that we came up with last night.
Well, when we talked about Jason Goes to Hell, and we actually watched that trailer, and that trailer, gave you no hints of the way that movie is going to be the way it was.
Yeah. If that's the case, then also Jason Takes Manhattan, because the trailer to that shows all New York footage where 85% of that movie takes place on a boat. So I would say that Dreamcatcher, that's Stephen King bullshit with the ass monsters.
The ass monsters.
Isn't that movie? Dreamcatcher?
I don't know.
Ass weasels. Becca says GrindHaus. The trailer was awesome and the movie sucked dick. Gore says Hereditary.
Never saw it.
Don't
never bothered.
Hate Manhattan. Don't hate Manhattan.
You do hate Manhattan.
If
that's not even the worst Jason, and you rip on that movie so bad. It's not even the worst one.
Oh, dude, honestly, Part 9 is worse than Part 8, and Part 5 is worse than Part 8. 8 is like the third worst. We'll say that, but I don't hate the movie. Absolutely. Bad Milo is actually a pretty funny movie. Worst horror movie for hands down.
Milo's that little tiny creature, right?
Yeah, Bad Milo. It's not bad. A lot of people said it was whatever. I don't hate Jason Takes Manhattan. I think it's a sham for telling people. I mean, it's in the title, Jason Takes Manhattan. Only 15 minutes of the movie, 20 minutes of the movie actually takes place.
But it was supposed to be more in Manhattan, but the movie never went there because of budgets and cuts.
I said this in the Gripes episode.
I know. I'm just saying.
I said this.
I'm just trying to stick up for the movie a little bit, okay? Just let me be fucking devil's advocate. Just a little bit. Just let me be it a little bit. Shut up.
Don't put it in the city. Don't put it in the title. Call it Jason 8, Jason's Road Trip, or Boat Trip, or fucking, Carnival Jason.
Jason's not collecting cheetah panties with fucking DJ Quails. I mean, this isn't Road Trip. Like,
we Photoshop Jason with like a couple Hawaiian lays and like a vacation hat. Like Jason takes a Carnival cruise.
He's drinking Mai Tais on the fucking on the 10,000 tons of metal like tour, like cruise ship, hanging out with the metal, the metalheads. No, this isn't that.
Should have been. Fuck AOT Live.
I have no idea
so
what you're
long
talking
for
about.
garbage. Attack on Titan. That's
Yeah.
what Patrick said. You know what? And I guess they're saying because like the trailer was good. What other movies did we bring up where like the trailer was like good?
I don't think we really we got so stuck on Jason Goes to Hell. I don't think we really talked
Jason
about other
9.
movies. Yeah, I don't think we got much farther than that. What?
Oh, could say. I know. I kind of like the movie. But what did you think of the original trailer for Blair Witch? Do you think it was gonna be more interesting?
No. I thought it was crap from the beginning because it was one of the first found footage movies ever. The movie was just a pile of shit.
You even thought the idea of it.
Yeah.
You thought like even seeing a trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people got hyped up on the trailer because everyone thought it was real.
No, you know what?
Oh my god!
You know what
like,
also made it worse for me is like my best friend at the time was like, I went to school with the girl in that movie. She's from fucking Upper Darby. I'm from Philly. I'm the blah, 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 blah. She's a Philly girl, and it just made it even worse on top of it. That's all I heard like the whole time.
So like the movie got so popular, so now this guy's riding her dick everywhere he goes, and you're like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
It's like, but Upper Darby's not even Philly. It's like those people that they're from Philly, but they're not. They live outside Philly.
Like Westchester.
I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. All it's like, I'm from Philly. Like, yeah, great. He's a good dude. I don't mean to rip on him too much, but it's just he's part of that It's not even a stereotype. It's fucking true. You know what I mean? It's just those people, the Philly. When you look at there's like memes of the Philly like dick riding map, and it goes all the way up to almost the Poconos until like the Poconos is its own thing, and then Pittsburgh kind of goes out a little bit, and then the rest is just Pennsylvania. So it's like Pittsburgh's a big circle, Philly, the Poconos, and then Pennsylvania. Like that's like the map. It's like a meme. I forget. Yeah, it's just funny.
Or actually brought up what I mentioned. I remember watching it in Nescapec at the drive-in and was upset. But here's the thing. We did watch it at the drive-in Nescapec. It followed Austin Powers. We sat through that whole movie and I think what we were upset about was the ending was shit. Which I actually never bring up the fact that that movie has like a terrible ending. Original Blair Witch, like, yeah, it's shit. But I think the movie as a whole was all right. Casey says the trailer for The Purge was all about it. Then I saw it and was like, oh, fuck.
I don't know. I like the idea of The Purge. The first Purge movie was good, but it wasn't great.
Did The Purge trick you into thinking it was something else?
Yeah, I don't think it tricked me.
Exactly. I knew what I was getting into when I saw the Purge trailer. I'm trying to think of some other movies that completely fucking sideswiped me. A lot of it's funny. A lot of parents took their kids to see Sausage Party because they saw trailer of like the animation. But it's like, yo, see, it's rated R. Like, what would make you think it's a good idea to bring your fucking kids?
This movie in general sideswiped me. I didn't see a trailer of it, but like, here's the cover. We've gone over this before.
Oh my god, yeah.
This chick's not even in the fucking movie. She's on the cover. There's like 2 movies on this DVD, and it's literally fucking garbage. Yeah, it's like filmed with someone's fucking cell phone. No, it's filmed. I don't even know that guy's in the movie either. I tried to watch it, and it's like one of the worst pieces of shit. This is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen, like ever in my entire life. It is so fucking bad.
That was the other thing. We're talking about movies and video games. What posters or game covers led you into thinking you were getting an awesome game or you were going to see an awesome movie? And there was way more. When you used to go to video rental stores, a lot of times you'd either rent the same thing you rented all the time or you try something new, but you couldn't just go on your phone and look at YouTube and check out reviews. You had to take a chance. There were certain movies that I picked out. I'll tell you, like the one movie I completely fucking hated, Jack Frost. that horror movie.
How'd you hate that? That is fucking awesome. I love Jack Frost. Actually, I was thinking Jack Frost 2 was probably a movie that had a good trailer, and the movie was fucking terrible. But Jack Frost 1 was awesome. It's so bad.
See, it is bad. It is, but I was young and I saw the holographic cover, like you moved it a certain way, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta try this. And I wanted like a serious horror movie because that's when I was at that age. I was getting into it. It was like this cheesy, Now, if I go back and watch it, I'll probably laugh my ass off. But when I was younger and I rented it, I wasn't a fan. Sin is roaring. Send help. What do you want me to do? There it is. Is it the holographic one?
I had the holographic VHS, not the DVD.
Okay.
And then I don't have the VHS anymore, so.
There was another horror movie popular, and it had the holographic cover. Oh fuck, I can't. Is it Uncle Sam? Was it that 4th of July horror movie we were talking about?
Fucking movie, yeah.
Yeah. Patrick said it's so bad.
Dude, Jack Frost is great.
It's funny.
There's nothing wrong with Jack Frost.
So, if I watched it now, I would probably enjoy it because it was so bad. It was funny. But like when I was younger, like 10 years old, and like I just got done watching all my Freddy's, all my Jasons, Scream, I was expecting like a good horror movie. And I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is fucking lame. I didn't appreciate the cheese back then. I wanted like horror, you know? Might have to check that out. Like come this Christmas, we pop in Jack Frost.
Jack Frost would be a good movie for us to review, actually, I think.
What's that?
Jack Frost would be a good movie for us to review.
So I said maybe around like Christmas or winter time we can pop it in and check it out. During our last live stream, we actually talked about some of the horror movies or some of the movies that we're going over and coming up. And like we said earlier, Dusk Till Dawn is our next episode, which is next week. We already said episode 25 is Freddy versus Jason. So like obviously that, that's happening.
I actually I'm contemplating releasing the list of stuff we have on the Patreon as like another exclusive. They can see what's coming up.
Yeah.
Just putting it on there.
Yeah. Besides being on Patreon and getting the request for either a serial killers episode or a GrindHaus episode, you can see our upcoming list of movies that we're going to be doing. And
which Krampus movie, Patrick? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but this is important. He said he enjoyed Krampus, but there's like 10 Krampus movies now.
Okay, a lot of comments just came in.
Yeah.
You guys do review Devil's Rejects.
We talked about Red Christmas because of Dee Wallace. She was in it. But I think I saw it, and I don't remember, but I remember my buddy saying it was good. I do remember that. It was recommended to me, and I know I watched it. I just don't remember if it was good or not. But
I haven't seen Red Christmas.
I think I saw Rare Exports. It has the Santa on the cover with like a sleigh and a goofy like red nose or whatever. I don't know. It's like colored in. I don't know if I watched it. It's in subtitles. I know that. Ooh, excuse me. I know that it's like Swedish or something like that.
So Stacy said, "Can you guys do a review for Devil's Rejects?" And obviously, at some point, plan on doing, zombie movies. Just don't know when.
Was it actually the one that was called Krampus? Because there's a couple of them that are called Krampus, or like Krampus and a couple words, but I guess there was like a major release that was just called Krampus.
That was the one I think came out like 2013 or 14. That was the big one, if you will. Let me see what year it was. 2015 was the major motion picture. It had like, the actors that most people, Adam Scott was in it. David Koechner from, he was an Anchorman.
There was like I watched roughly five Krampus movies, and Two of them were not very good. 2 or 3 of them were not good, and then 2 were okay. I don't know if I liked the main Krampus one. It says 2015.
That was the big one, yeah.
Yeah. Not sure if I'd like this or not.
Stacy, I will say, if you have a request, even though you use your Serial Killers Academy request, you bump up your Patreon, like another request. I don't know. I say that because
we're just trying to push the Patreon so hard because we're trying to upgrade our systems on the PCs. But the biggest thing is we're trying to get me a ticket for the ZombieCon in Pittsburgh. Basically, Pittsburgh, what is it? Fucking is it Monroeville? Is it Monroeville? Yeah, over, and that's going to be in November. We're trying to get so we can get a bunch of interviews with people at the con and whatnot.
Well, here's the thing,
because I'm the broke one that doesn't have the job. You know, Gore and Gray here have a job, and I don't. So, I'm trying to pay for my ticket.
Normal ticket is like $30. For 150 or 170, you get a VIP ticket where the night before the weekend starts or the night of the first event, you can actually have dinner with, like, there's a bar and restaurant and all of the actors are there. So we actually want to be able to go and mingle and meet people and give all of our fans
have like exclusive access basically to the
Living Dead weekend. So got to raise money for that. And yeah, we could do a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or some bullshit like that. But realistically, with Patreon, it's something that you can sign up for every month, and you actually get something like with a Kickstarter, GoFundMe. Yeah, you don't really get anything except the footage that we get when we go. But with Patreon, we're actually giving you guys more content that you can only see there. So tell your friends, stuff like that. Like I said, it starts as little as $3 a month, goes up to $20. We have
Stacy, Ray, Gabe, Tanya used to be a supporter. Tanya and Gabe are not in here right now that I know of, because Gabe will be talking if he was.
Oh, yeah, Gabe would have been here from the beginning. Yeah.
But I mean, those are some of our supporters right now. Gore, even though she's part of us, decided to put money in towards the fund regardless. So we have 5 Patreon supporters right now. So, but we're obviously we're wanting to grow. You know, we want to get it going, get it growing. It's only been around for like 2 months now, but it's really just starting to get the custom content now because we were a little behind of getting everything caught up and making extra content for it.
If you guys are fans of GrindHaus and Serial Killers Academy, we do have a line of merch coming out very soon. I've been working on it slowly, and all of us have to go over it. We all have ideas, and we all want to just make sure we put out stuff that we like and we think the fans would like. We do have stuff coming out, so don't worry about that. I love seeing our fans jumping in, and, like, you know, I could provide transportation. I could help about, like, it's cool that we got people that are willing to help us out.
But like the best thing about this fest over there is it's Day of the Dead reunion, and there's also going to be a lot of people from Return of the Living Dead also there. So it's like some of our favorite zombie movie genres that are going to be there. So it's a big plus.
Big 2 that I'm super excited for are Tom Matthews and Tom Savini.
Yeah,
it's gonna be there. And
we already have Luana Quigley. That's a big huge plus for you. I mean, you know, I mentioned her name and you just start jerking off. So, you know,
yeah, my hands are here. Linnea Quigley is actually going to be there, and we actually do have an interview lined up with her a month before the event. I already interviewed Tom, and we will release that. I'm slacking on making the audio sound the best I can. But I will release it because you can hear some of it. But those are not just the only 3 people. There's like 25 different people.
No, I'm just saying those are some of the, like,
those are the the big ones
that we know. But there's going to be other people that are good. You know, that are good.
Oh,
and then we're also close to Cherry Hill. Cherry Hill has the Monster Manias all the time. That's like one of the bigger ones in the country. So I mean, we're in a good spot. We just, you know, obviously it costs money to do this stuff, and You know, we're doing it for the fans. We're going to put a lot of our own money in too, but obviously, help doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
That's all.
Stacy, she said that it reminds her she's going to upgrade her Patreon, which is awesome. If you do upgrade, I said I will give you another request. And if you do request Devil's Rejects, like, yes, we will put it in. We planned on doing it anyway. But maybe it'd be something we'd want to do in like a chronological order. Like we'd probably want to do Thousand Corpse first just to be up. So it'd have to be something we talk about for the upcoming future.
I wouldn't mind doing just a quick trilogy, like maybe like a 10-minute video, just going over the basics though. Like just for clicks. But just for clicks,
Yeah, but I think both those movies would deserve a full GrindHaus episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, technically, we could go over all three of them eventually. As much as I have disdain for the third one, I have disdain for the third movie for a reason. It's not like it's a bad movie. It's just unnecessary movie. It didn't. Yeah, it's a shit movie for other reasons besides it. It's not a bad movie itself. It's just
Sid Haig, his health was in a very bad spot. The insurance company wouldn't pay for him to be in the movie. Like they wouldn't cover him. So Rob took production out to Sid and they got about 4 or 5 minutes worth of footage just so he could be in the movie. And like, it's cool that they did that, but you can't have a third movie without Captain Spaulding, man. Is what it is. I actually want to show everybody something I'm very excited about. But I want to read off Gore's stuff.
Put your dick away.
It says, thank you, everyone, for joining the group and supporting us and Patreon. You all help us, and it's awesome to be able to do this stuff. We enjoy for you. All the likes, shares, comments, checking in. We're getting so much stuff done. I only ever talked about and never thought would get here without your support and help. Let's keep growing. Thank you, Gore. I have something for I cannot wait for our first convention. It's probably going to be the Living Dead weekend if it goes on, due to the current circumstances.
We're working on it.
Yeah, that's very close.
It is close. We've been in contact with his people and some directors that have worked with him, and it's very close.
Oh, that reminds me. The Sean Heights interview will be released later this week as well. Sean Heights was the writer and director of Big Top Evil, which has Bill Moseley in it, and he has a new movie coming out, Cannibal Comedian. I'll have all that information in the links when I post it later this week. This right here is my Canon M50, and though I have a few different shotgun microphones, this is my little Rode Video Micro. And between this camera and this microphone, so light, it's compact. I could wear this around my neck all day and not get bothered by it. The quality is good. When we go to these conventions, myself or Wolfman or Gore, any one of us can operate the camera and get professional quality interviews and meet and greets with these people, and then we can share that stuff with you. That's already taken care of. It's not like something that like gonna be. Yes, phones have very good cameras nowadays. Like my iPhone has a pretty good camera. Nothing beats like that. So I just want everyone to know that's what I use to film the GrindHaus gripes. I'm very excited. I can't wait to start using it in the field. Current situation in the world ever gets better.
Should we do our other giveaway?
We picked two.
Did we?
We did the runner-up. Yeah, we did the runner-up.
Totally lost on that. I didn't realize we did the second one already. Who was the other winner?
We
had the one.
Okay, so the first one was Jenny Wyatt, which Gore Sinclair, her wife from Derby.
I remember that.
Second one is Tracy Lee.
Oh, that's right.
Tracy
I forgot all about
is
that. Yeah.
She's marked as a top fan, and actually, I've had conversations with her. So she joined the first week of April. 3 months now she's been with us, so that's cool. boys in check. Oh yeah, Gore's gonna be the mom for us two man-child running around the fucking mall with all the zombies. We're gonna be like, ah! And somebody like, get back here now. We're like,
honestly, like some of my best memories was
not
like
Stacy.
Some of my best memories were Jersey Roller Derby in Asbury Park, coaching a team in there, and they had the Asbury Park Zombie Walk going on there. So we had a game the same day. So I was skating around, chasing people dressed up as a zombie, like professionally done up on my skates for like 2 hours before the game, and then coaching to it for a win after that. So that was a good time.
You got the win?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We got a win afterwards. With me.
Squirrel. Other than that, I mean, anything else that we have to go over?
We didn't go over our 3 movies for the rest of our life. We were going to talk about that more, even though we had like a big post of it, like on there.
That's right.
The live stream.
It's actually this is a debate. This is very. Did you say controversial?
I'm gonna pee though, real quick though, while we get into that.
Yeah, go. I'll explain it. So most of you guys, obviously, you're on the Facebook page, so you see our posts and stuff like that. Or posted something the other day, and it got a lot of comments, got a lot of views, and I will actually use Gore's wording for it. If you could only if you could only watch 3 movies for the rest of forever, which of these 3 do you choose? Then like a whole bunch of emojis because Gore, yeah. For another one, people. Oh, we would save it, but the thing is, we already posted it, so it's still relevant now because it was only a day ago. Well, the next time we go live is 2 weeks, so he broke the seal. He's got to be up every half hour now. We're gonna knock this out real quick, just because it's in the moment. Oh, we have these 3 movies. If you guys want to play along, just go on don't go on our Facebook page if you're watching us live, because then you won't be able to watch us live. The movies go from Tremors to the Demons, Child's Play, Howling, Pitmaster, Friday the 13th, Candyman, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Alien, Paranormal Activity, Hellraiser, Leprechaun, Evil Dead, Insidious, Jaws, Nightmare on Elm Street, Final Destination, Children of the Corn, The Conjuring, Halloween, Resident Evil, The Purge, Phantasm, The Amityville Horror, Scream, Return of the Living Dead, Wrong Turn, and Saw. I can't see all that, Angie. I'm sorry. Okay. So, as that list, and the question is, if you guys could only watch 3 of these movies for the rest of forever, what would you do? Now, obviously, not everyone who posted is in our chat, but like Jeremy Hall said, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Jaws. On Deal said Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Wrong Turn. Barb, friend of the channel, Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, and Halloween. Cousin Bernie said Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Demon, Children of the Corn. Zach, hold on, he said, can we give props to Candyman? Yes, obviously we can. Lazy. So he only said Candyman. Okay, no, he said Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw, Return of Living. Yeah, he had 2 different ones. Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw, Return of Living Dead. Stacy said Texas Chainsaw, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th, not on the list, even though it is on the list. Mom said Tremors, The Howling, and The Purge. We had, Donald O'Brien, Evil Dead, Return of Living Dead, Resident Evil. Gore said Evil Dead, Return of Living Dead, Texas Chainsaw, which is actually very close to mine. Actually, it's funny. Mine, Gore's, and Wolfman's, we all picked 2 of the same movies. Just our 3rd movie was different. Gore said Evil Dead, Return of the Living Dead, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I said Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Return of the Living Dead, and Nightmare on Elm Street. And Wolfman said Return of the Living Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Tremors. Okay, so me and you have two of the same.
Yeah.
And me and Gore have two of the same.
But we all have one of the same.
So we all picked Return of the Living Dead, which obviously it's got to be there. Yeah, Friday the 13th is on the list. It's part 1, not part 8.
And
Maybe that's why you went.
I agree with Pat. Tremors. I said Tremors. It's just such a great, fun movie. Like, I can watch that over and over again. You know, it's not going to win no fucking awards or anything. And it's not a classic in the sense of like the other ones. I don't even consider it horror, but that was more of a horror list. But it's just a great movie. It's fun.
I did leave the explanation.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about this. Even though I like Friday the 13th series more, comparing the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie to the first Friday movie, Nightmare is better.
First Friday movie blows for the most part. It was iconic at the time. It's iconic at the time. For the year, it was kind of fun, but like it just doesn't hold the test of time. It's just boring. It has nothing going for it. It has no Jason Voorhees. It has nothing going for what we think of Friday the 13th, even though it gives the birth of the legend technically.
Friday the 13th was only 2 movies, part 1 and part 2. I would say, part 1's good. I think part 2 is a little better. Seeing where the franchise went, part 1 is definitely not in the top tier of those movies. Now, I feel the opposite for Nightmare on Elm Street. I think the first one was the strongest, and I think the third is probably the next best, but I think they kind of get weaker and weaker until like New Nightmare.
Like, just because a movie's iconic doesn't necessarily mean it's good enough to rewatch over and over again. An iconic movie can be good, you can watch it, you can like it, but doesn't mean you're going to rewatch it over and over again. There's plenty of movies that just kind of like that suck or like are just really good that are really good to rewatch over and over again. You know what I mean?
Oh,
there's a difference.
I watch Return of the Living Dead every Halloween. I've been doing it since 2009. For 11 years, at least once a year, I watch Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead is kind of one of those movies though that's almost like a perfect movie in my opinion. There's not much that's not good about that movie.
It's like, do you like to laugh? Return of the Living Dead. Mm-hmm. Do you like to be scared? Return of the Living Dead. Yeah. Do you like some heartfelt moments? Return of the Living Dead. I mean, it's got everything you fucking need.
Yeah.
Okay, brochachos. I got to get some stuff done. Pick my pick of the week before you fire me. Yeah, I was wondering where your pick of the week was because I already edited all the audio, so I'm just waiting on you. I will release the episode tomorrow, and we'll do what we can. Oh, all right, Gore. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, say goodbye to Gore.
Bye, Gore.
What was your second movie? All right, you picked Tremors, and I picked Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
My second movie was Tremors. Return of the Dead was number 1. Tremors was number 2, and then I picked Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. Now, Nightmare on Elm Street. Looking back at these movies of what I'd watch over and over and over again, I've seen 99% of these movies. There might be one on here or maybe 2 I haven't seen, like the Demons. I don't think I've seen.
It's good though. It's a good movie. It's entertaining. It's fun. Yeah. It's not one of those I want to rewatch like all the time, but it's good. It's classic. It's fun.
I feel like there's certain movies on here that deserve to be on this list. Like, who the fuck is gonna watch Leprechaun over and over for the rest of their life?
Not me. I mean, it's fun, it's good, but it falls in the Night of Demons category. It's just not one of those movies I want to watch all the time. It's fun and it's good. Jennifer Aniston's first movie.
I'll give it like probably seen it all the way through at least 3 times. If someone gave me an option between Leprechaun and literally almost anything else on this list, I'd probably go with anything else because like I'm over it. Yeah. That being said, I haven't seen all the sequels, so I'd actually probably rather check out some of the sequels. Who knows?
That's understandable.
Now, I wanna expand on this. One thing we don't tend to talk about a lot, Wolf, comedy. Talk about action, we talk about horror, we talk a little bit about drama and good movies, but we don't ever really talk about comedy. So people might not actually know much about what we enjoy as like our sense of humor.
I got some breaking news right now. Apparently, I hope it's true. Rocky 4 director's cut is coming soon. Stallone promises.
I saw that. I thought I actually copied it and shared it with you.
No. Amazing.
Yeah. Rocky 4.
My buddy has a Rocky night every night. Usually it's Christmas Eve, but he has to change it over recently, and we watch Rocky 4 every year. And we have a big party. There's a drinking game involved with it. It's a good time. Justin from Angry Video Game Nerd was actually at the party because he knows mutual friends of ours. I actually got to meet him this past year that passed. Nice. Yeah, he was pretty cool. I had a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's not very Grindhouse like. Like, if you had 3 comedy movies were on a list like that, what would they be? What would be your like go-to rewatchable comedies?
The Burbs, Weekend at Bernie's, and Better Off Dead.
Burbs?
Yeah, with Tom Hanks.
I'm not familiar with it.
They live in this like cul-de-sac, and they think their neighbors are like murdering people.
Okay.
And they go on this like vigilante mission to figure out that they're like trying to like see them. Yeah, it's just hard. It's
catch him in the act.
Yeah,
or
Corey Feldman's in it. One of Bill Murray's brothers is in it. Tom Hanks.
Stacy says Beer Fest.
The Burbs and Better Off Dead I can watch like regularly over and over again. It's just a no-brainer. I've actually literally worn out a DVD of Better Off Dead with John Cusack already as it is. But yeah, the Burbs.
What was the third? Oh,
Better Off Dead and Weekend at Bernie's. It's a toss-up between Weekend at Bernie's and Biodome. Oof. Love Biodome. I don't care what anyone says. You go fuck yourself. I'll fight you right now. It's not the alcohol talking. That's literally me talking. Well, Weekend at Bernie's is so classic though, too. It's just funny. It's such a good film.
Weekend at Bernie's is fucking hilarious.
I mean, Old School's another film that falls in that. It's a little like in the newer era, but I love my '80s comedies. When it comes to comedies, '80s like hands down. Yeah,
a lot of the comedies on my list would probably come from the late '90s to like early and mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Anchorman is actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
No, it's good.
I can quote.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I totally agree with you. I almost had to separate mine into decades in a way, honestly, when I do my top 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Other one, and actually people might be surprised if you knew me years ago, it's actually not that surprising. But Half Baked, I've probably watched like legitimately at least 100 times.
That's such a good movie. Dude, Half Baked, like Old School, Half Baked, Old School, and Anchorman is another 3 that I could legitimately be good with.
I was either gonna say Old School or a fucking Road Trip.
Yeah, Road Trip's another good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably say I could but if I had to watch it over and over again, I would probably say Old School. But yeah, Old School, Half Baked, and Anchorman are like my 3 comedies that I would just keep. I've rewatched them on numerous times.
I mean, that's my number 2 pick of 3 movies too. So, yeah.
Anybody else have a top 3? Encino Man, I've seen that 200 times from Patrick. Stacey has to think about her comedies, but she did say Beer Fest. Becca said shamelessly anything
dude.
Adam said. Okay.
Better Off Dead, Encino Man, and
at Bernie's.
and Weekend at Bernie's, like, or even just actually it's more like it's Better Off Dead, Encino Man, and Biodome for a while were my 3 go-to movies when I didn't have cable and I wanted to watch comedies. I watched all 3 of them in a row all the time.
Yeah.
But like,
it's funny,
dude. Yeah, the Encino Man. We were just talking about that because you were ripping on Brendan Fraser or something. I'm like, Encino Man, fuck you. Like,
I said, hey, Airheads, because I do like Airheads.
But then you were like Airheads. I'm like, yeah, he was good in that too. But yeah.
And I said, I said, fuck Monkey Bone.
Wait, hold on, time out. Mazzero Patrick here said he's never seen Old School. How the fuck have you never seen that movie?
What?
How have you never seen that movie, dude?
Frank the Tank.
Yeah, exactly. Such a great movie.
Where do you live? I actually have probably a second copy. I'll send you.
I actually
have to fucking watch.
I have a second copy of Hot Rod on DVD. I might actually give up to the GrindHaus for a giveaway.
Hot Rod's actually pretty funny.
No, it is. It is. I have a second copy of that. I have to find it.
Oh, hold on. I want to get back because Becca said anything Adam Sandler, and I grew up with Adam Sandler because Gore used to have this massive crush on Adam Sandler. Like,
interesting.
Everything
I never knew that.
from. Oh my God, yeah, dude. And like, I'll tell you, I can name all of his movies in a row up to a certain point. So like Billy Madison, you had Shakes the Clown, and you had fucking Going Overboard. But
Going Overboard was one of the worst movies ever made. It was fucking terrible.
Fucking awful.
Awful. I actually turned that off. I turned it off. I couldn't finish watching it. It's so bad.
Not talking about Airheads, and I'm not talking about Bulletproof, where he was a co-star, even though Bulletproof's fucking awesome.
Where are you going? Disneyland.
And I will always love you.
Bulletproof is great too. That's another fucking great movie you can watch all the time.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Comedies are so much harder to like limit down to 1 though. Did you ever notice that? Or like to like a 3?
It's like a mood thing. It's like what kind of comedy am I in the mood for? Or it's like horror, you know what you're gonna get, you know? Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds. After that, I kind of stopped paying attention to Sandler. But for those 7-8 movie, that generation, yeah, he was like our main comedian.
I actually can't watch Billy Madison anymore. I try to, and I don't think it holds up.
It doesn't.
I can't get through it. I'm just like, really? I can't believe I like this so much, and I thought it was so good. I know we're getting off our usual topic, but
Stacey said Grandma's Boy, and that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
An underrated classic. I don't think enough people have seen Grandma's Boy. Jack and Jill.
Happy Gilmore holds up, though.
That's fair. Happy Gilmore's awesome, and I know it might like be, it's a chick flick. The Wedding Singer is incredible.
That's a chick flick, but it's awesome though. It's like an awesome chick
It's
flick.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting off point. I watched the trailer today. There's a new Adam Sandler movie on Netflix, and it's not like the Ridiculous Six
is it
or any
the murder mystery one.
Oh,
with
no,
Jennifer Aniston, or is that the one with where he's the jeweler?
Jeweler.
Oh. I don't know what it's called, but it's the one where he's the jeweler, right?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll tell you the name.
Ray said not Ray in chat, but Ray that I live with. She said she watched it and it was good. I didn't watch it yet.
It's called Uncut Gems, and it came out in 2019. And the thing is, it has comedic moments because Adam Sandler, but it's actually like a more serious movie.
Yeah.
There's like a Kevin Garnett he plays himself in it, and the thing is like this guy, he's a jeweler, but he deals with the mafia, and he gets into a lot of debt because he's placing bets with other people's money, and he loses. like the mob's after. But the thing is, it's not in a funny way. And all the comments on YouTube say, I could only watch this movie once. It's like an anxiety attack. The entire movie is just anxiety.
Well, Adam Sandler
I'm like,
admitted to like making a lot of the movies he did just as an excuse to take his friends to like lavish places to have a vacation. So like he knew his movies were terrible. He just knew he'd be able to make them and go on vacation. So
Jack and Jill, they used the cruise ship.
Cobbler sucked.
Just Go With It was all in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Cobbler. I haven't seen the Cobbler. Freddy Got Fingered. Can I say something?
Can you say something? As long as as long as you're gonna say you hate that movie, we're okay.
I was like a 14-year-old skeevy little stoner skateboarder kid. I thought Freddy Got Fingered was the best shit in the world. King Tom skate and the half pipe and all this random comedy. Okay. But I actually watched that movie a couple years ago. It is fucking terrible.
It's terrible. I thought it was terrible from the start. I actually hated Freddy Got Fingered and Andy Milonakis with such a passion that I wanted to murder everyone that thought it was fun, that thought it was good. I like hated them all. Yes, Ange, what?
Angie loves Freddy Got Fingered to this
Hi,
day.
Ange.
And I'll reference like, Daddy, would you like some sausage? You know,
I like dumb humor, but there's a point of where dumb humor just becomes like so fucking stupid. It just becomes retarded. Like it's just terrible.
Patrick said, "No, you suck." All right, don't hate me. It's the same reasons I hate He Got Fingered now doesn't add up when I say I still like The Pest with John Leguizamo. I still think that movie's awesome.
Yeah, that's
that movie does not hold up.
No, it does
racially insensitive, a very dumb humor, a lot of gay jokes, a lot like it's like they made this movie and they told John Leguizamo, how many impressions of different races can you do? And it's like, okay, you can do a Chinese guy, a Scottish guy, a German, and they just gave him all these fucking. I love it. I still think it's hilarious. Angie says, "Fuck you." Andy Milonakis on Twitch is amazing. Andy Milonakis is too obscure for his humor. He's trying to be like an Andy Kaufman with this weird avant-garde type of comedy. He's not that good. I'm sorry.
Andy Milonakis needs to get hit by a car.
That's fair.
Rat Run, Jesus. I've actually never seen that fully through. I've seen the first like third, and then I've seen like the middle half, like not including the first like quarter and the last quarter, and then I've seen the end, but I've never seen it like full through Rat Run.
Is Rat Run the ensemble movie with like everyone in it?
Like Mr. Bean, but it's like a throwback to the old like Cannonball Run type movies, like where they're racing around the world or something like.
Or it's a mad world, or
no, they're just trying to race across. It's like
right, but it's like an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Has a whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
Green's in it, and only good part. All right, my favorite part of that movie is John Lovitz and his family. That's where I first heard this the saying when the kids are in the back seat of the car and they gotta poop and they're like, "I'm turtle heading it," like, or like the Hitler car where John Lovitz accidentally puts like marker ash as like a little mustache under his nose and he burns his mouth so he can't talk. Andy Dick, Angie, what the fuck?
It's actually Rat Race, not Rat Run. But
I will say Rat Race. Yeah.
So I just tried to look it up to get the cast. Who's actually in
I got Cuba Gooding Jr., Seth Green, Mr. Bean, John Lovitz. I'm 32. And Wolf is a little older than me, but I know my sister remembers this. But were you ever a fan of this, Wolf?
What? I'm waiting. Words.
I'm showing you.
Oh, see, I don't see it right away. I'm looking at the other.
Oh, you're looking at the Facebook one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's not like I'm waiting. What the fuck are you trying to show me? Rocco's
Oh,
Modern Life.
yeah, I'm on Discord.
Yeah, I know, but I can't have all these up. I got so many screens.
No, I know. X Drive is good.
Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I mean,
yeah,
it's a little. I don't know. I didn't watch it too much. I saw a couple episodes. It was okay,
it's a
but
kids show.
Good. Sex Drive is good. They just started advertising that on something else, Ange, like recently.
I don't know why Sex Drive didn't get a major motion picture release though. Like it wasn't in theaters.
It was good. Know why. I actually thought the girl that was in it, like the main girl, was like really hot at the time. I don't know what she looks like now.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But that shit was funny. Seth Green is an Amish guy. He's like fixing their car, like totally like
fixing the cars. Oh yeah, I know nothing about a 442 and a yeah.
Just fucking ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. What? It's just funny. I mean, you had like the little like little ghetto kids with the like, and they're like, "What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?" Like
the kid in that movie who has the thick glasses. I think his name's Duke Clark. He's actually a really good comedian, and he was in like Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He's very funny. Very funny.
Yeah, I just saw this come up on something. It might have been Hulu. I think Hulu has this now. And it like came up in like movies you might like.
Yeah. Clark Duke had a YouTube show with Michael Cera.
Clark Duke.
And it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's all on YouTube. I don't know how many episodes are out, but Michael Cera and Clark Duke together, I think they're like roommates. It's fucking hilarious. Definitely check it out. It's all there. It's all free. Whatever. I'm just looking around the room and a lot of actually, you know what, guys? Since there's not too many people in the room, I'll actually give you guys. Ow! I just hit my.
He's hurting himself.
No, my nose is so. I just had to close the door. Oh. Away we go. All right. My TV. I know it's very popular. Like Angie actually got this blanket for Christmas.
Idle Hands is great. Offspring's in it.
Idle Hands, Seth Rogen.
It's another one I can watch all the time. You know what's great is I love stoner comedies, but I never smoked pot when I was like younger. Really, I was not a pothead at all. I was so against it. I was so against it. It was weird, but I love stoner comedies.
Said Rolling Cans, the movie you have to watch. It's a stoner movie from like the early and mid 2000s. Evan Sawa, that was his name.
Mm-hmm. Yo, he's like jacked now and like looks like a man. Because he was in Nikita, like this TV series. Like he's like he played like a Jason Bourne type character. Like totally, it's like weird. It's like totally weird.
So it's a little darker in here.
Yeah. Wolfman's been drinking. I'm 7 drinks finished. I'm on number 8.
Was my little corner of this room. A lot of people don't get to see. I only see the corner with all my stuff, but I have a little love seat and I have my TV with my consoles and stuff like that. Oh shit, that's the one thing I wanted to show. Behind my TV, I have that big horror montage icon. Then behind my love seat, I have the Last Supper with all the horror icons of the 80s. Like Freddy's in the middle, Hellraiser's there, Pinhead, Jason. So yeah.
If you looked at him now, Stacy, you probably think he'd be more delicious than you think he is then. Like when
Helsing versus Scary Movie.
I've actually never seen Stan Helsing. I hate parody movies for the most part. So, me personally,
there was an era of good was an era of good parody movies, and
yeah, Scary
the
Movie
first
1,
Scary
Airplane,
movie,
Airplane 2. That was about it.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a total parody movie to other movies, though.
Was it?
It was just
It wasn't a spoof movie.
Yeah, it was just
but,
a dumb movie. Yeah.
Oh, did you see? I think I actually
Loaded Weapon
did you
1
see,
was like one of the first.
yeah. Did you see Mafia?
See what?
The parody movie Mafia.
No.
The parody movie, I think from '98. Jay Moore's in it.
Mm-mm.
It's basically a parody of all the mafia movies and stereotypes. That builds up like Scary Movie and stuff like that. I highly recommend it. But parody movies after 2000 started sucking. And I think even Scary Movie 2 is okay, but like Scary Movie 3 and on is garbage. You had like disaster movie, superhero movie, and like all these just shitty We Are the Spartans, Meet the Spartans or something.
Not another teen movie. Yeah, they just like went on and on and on. Yeah.
Another teen movie has some funny moments though.
It's not a good movie at all.
It's not good. No, but that's the movie where Captain America has a banana in his butt. Remember?
Mm-mm.
I
didn't watch
remember?
it.
Oh,
I didn't watch it. I just know it's not a good movie.
Oh, you can't say that, dude. No, it's actually like Scary Movie 1. It's not as bad as you think. At a dad bod. I don't get that. I don't. You're not our fan. Where did that come from?
I don't understand.
Oh, Stan Helsing. Oh, Stan Helsing versus Scary Movie, and you're like, I've never seen Scary Movie or Stan Helsing, and like, not a huge fan of parody movie. And Angie's like, oh, you're not our fan, which is true.
I know.
Movie once a week. Other one. Yeah, Scary Movie 1 and even 2. 2's okay. In the haunted house, David Cross is in the wheelchair. You got the guy, take my strong hand, child. Like it's good. I like it. I think 3, 4, 5. I think they all suck. Would you rather watch Scary Movie 5 or a Tyler Perry Madea movie?
Scary Movie 5. I don't even have to think about that.
Don't
even have to think about that. It's not even a question. No Tyler Perry movies ever, thank you.
Like Boo, a Madea Halloween, and then Boo 2.
And if anyone tries on the Patreon to request that we watch Boo or Boo 2, you can go fuck yourself. That's all I'm saying. I'm not watching it.
We'll actually give you a refund. And, ask you not to be patrons. So, fuck that movie. Fuck both those movies. Tyler Perry.
I won't even give you a refund. I'll take your money and just curse you out. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, we can't. No, we can't do that.
Hey man, they pledged it. They got their content. That's only if you try to.
But they got.
That's only if you try to do Boo or Boo 2 and recommend that. It's just
no, because I don't want to watch Madea Goes to Jail or Madea Saves Christmas or
all right,
Madea,
fine. Any Tyler Perry movies, okay? Like they're just terrible.
Perfect.
I'd rather watch Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence. Like,
yeah, much rather.
You know.
But my thing is, I don't think Tyler Perry's a bad actor when he's acting in other people's movies.
Yeah, when he's being normal. No.
He's acting in other people's movies. He's fine. When he is portraying a character that he wrote or directed, he's awful.
Go ahead, Pat. I'll take your money. It's all good.
Patrick, bet. Ladies and gentlemen, we've actually been live now for 3 hours.
Yeah, just shy. About a minute and 15 seconds. Yeah.
A lot of content and good crowd the entire episode. Like all of our mainstays. We got some new mainstay. Like Pat has been here the whole show. That's fucking awesome. Didn't he do an R. Kelly movie? I don't. One, he has a tie to R. Kelly. I don't know if it's a movie or a music video or what. I'll have to look.
He voiced R. Kelly in the closet episode of South Park. No, I'm just kidding. I just
Yeah,
made that up.
right. R. Kelly is asking to be released from jail because of the coronavirus outbreak and the overpopulation. And they're like, no, we're good.
They released a bunch of people that probably shouldn't have, but that's a whole nother story.
Tekashi 6ix9ine,
yeah,
rapper who like ratted on all those people.
Right.
He's out.
He's gonna get murdered by someone. That's all right. Suge Knight or someone's gonna fucking take him out. You know how it is.
He got released from jail and put on house arrest. They set up a studio and a backdrop at his house in his backyard, and they've released like 2 music videos already since he's been out, and people are still listening. And I said, dude, hip hop and rap fans are like the fucking phoniest motherfuckers. Like, they'll talk about, oh, snitches get stitches, but then you're gonna go and give this guy 48 million views on his fucking YouTube for one video.
Pretty lame if you ask me. I don't know. I mean, and what's funny about hip hop and rap is like if it's older than like 3 years old, it's considered old and they're not allowed to listen to it anymore. Did you ever notice that? I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends like growing up that were into that stuff. I didn't have a lot of friends listen to the same music I did, and if it was more than a couple years old, they were like, "You're not allowed. It's just old. You don't listen to it anymore. You just disregard it."
Okay, but there's 2 types of rap and hip hop fans. So there's like rap and hip hop like aficionados. And they believe that any rap is good rap and you can listen to what you like. The people who are trying to be like the influencers, the new, if it's not like if it hasn't been released in 18 months, then it's garbage.
Yeah, but I'm talking like growing up. I'm talking like when I was, 18,
but it's always been 18 like that.
Not even earlier, like 16 to 15, 16.
It's a popularity contest, dude. It's garbage. I'm sorry. And I'm not shitting on all rap because obviously I grew up, I love Eminem was one of my favorites, but Dre, Snoop, Tupac, Nas, I like all that stuff. Busta Rhymes, DMX. As I got older, I'll
fight Eminem.
Strayed away.
Fuck Eminem.
Like Eminem?
No, I don't like him at all. I'll fight him. Put my foot so far in his ass. Put my foot so far in his ass.
MLM. No, Eminem is one of the most gifted rappers out there. Not all of his songs are hits. He knows that. A lot of it's filler. It's bullshit. Whatever. I'd pay to see you fight him.
The Insane Clown Posse. I'd hit them with a bumper in my truck if I can get it started.
Nina and Tech 9. I know. He's at when I saw Busta. Busta's fun. Would I pay to see Wolfman and would he fight? I would pay to Wolfman knock out Corey Feldman.
I would hug Corey Feldman. I wouldn't fight him. I'd be like, I love you, man. You make some of the greatest movies ever. Sarcasm there, but
he's very odd, and I don't know if he's on drugs or not. He should be. He's not. I can't explain the way he is.
Robin Gore Juggalo. So Stacy wants to set you on fire.
Not a Juggalo. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I used to be.
Once a Juggalo, always a Juggalo. Shut up. You never get rid of it.
No way.
You never get rid of it.
Oh, you know what? Patton Oswalt. I know you're like not a huge fan. One of his stand-up routines.
He's a piece of shit.
It might have been someone else. Talks about like people who are metalheads are metalheads for life. Like you never meet the one guy who's like, yeah, I was in the Slayer for a summer. It's always the guy who carves it in his fucking arm. You know what I mean? That's true. Like,
I did that. I actually did that at one point in time.
You carved it?
I wrote Slayer with a razor blade in my forearm. Yeah.
I'm not a juggalo now, but when I was in 4th grade and 5th grade, think about it. All right, let me set the stage for you. When I was between the ages of 8 and 10. I went to a private Catholic school. No, I was not molested. And we had to wear uniforms. But on
Rob was
Halloween,
molested. Don't let him lie.
Halloween, you got to dress up however you wanted. We'd have this little Halloween parade around the school. And my way of rebelling when I was in Catholic school was I started listening to Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, and then my cousins gave me some ICP stuff, and it was so violent, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is
So
great."
who's the other guy?
So,
You have Shaggy, Two Dope, and who's the other dude?
Violent J.
So you dressed up as Violent J, didn't you?
Yes.
You did, didn't you?
Oh wait, I dressed up as Violent J for school.
I was actually joking around, but you really did, didn't you?
No, I dressed up as Violent J for school. I dressed up as Shaggy for trick or treating. When we actually went out that night and went trick or treating, I dressed up as Shaggy, but at the school parade,
Shaggy's the one that missed the drop kick on the bus, right?
He's the one. He's the one who slid off the bus.
Oh, I'm sorry. He missed the drop kick of Fred Durst on stage last year. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thompson is good. Adorable. Yes, I was a little 8-year-old juggalo. Yeah. I rip you for Manhattan and Blair Witch 2 because you currently like them. The thing is, I'm not 8 years old anymore. I'm fucking 32. I grew out of that shit.
But he still
It's
likes
your
them.
excuse. Oh. I haven't listened to any new ICP in fucking 99, 2000, but I know they became a meme because one of their songs, Violent J, like they're talking about miracles, and Violent J goes, and fucking magnets, how do they work? It's like, a magnet is a miracle? Like,
I will watch Big Money Hustlers only because I watched it once already, and I will literally tear that movie apart, and it'll be the most ruthless review we've ever done. Fuck that movie.
But I'm not doing Big Money Rustlers, the Western movie. No. Big Money Hustlers, like Mick Foley's part, the Misfits are in it. Like, yeah, I'll fucking go after that.
That's why I watched. I was curious about like this Bruiser. They were in Bruiser, the Misfits, and the other stuff, and I was curious of like what part of that show they had, and I actually watched it. And I'm like, I fast forward through most of it. It was fucking terrible, but I will rip that thing to fucking shreds when we watch it.
Oh, so Stacy, I'm actually Eminem and CP are both from the Detroit area, as is Kid Rock. But Kid Rock, he doesn't affiliate with that rap scene
Kid Rock
anymore.
has the best memes now because he's such a skinny puke. Like, if him walking on the beach, they make such the greatest memes. Dude, he is one of the biggest pieces of white trash ever, but that guy is so rich. But he got Hep C, unfortunately, because he got with Pat Emerson after Tommy Lee debacle and went up. But that dude's rich for just being like a white trash turd that makes shit music. It's so sad.
Kid Rock,
Wolfman,
wait, hold
speaking
on.
his truths.
Kid Rock went from being in Joe Dirt to becoming Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what he is now. So
yeah.
listen,
no,
Eminem
he's Joe Dirt that sings country now, apparently, and just raking in millions of dollars all the time.
He does country music and he does covers. So like all of his last recent hits have been cover songs of other songs. Yeah, the Detroit rap game, ICP claimed it and Eminem claimed it. Well, ICP came out with a song called Slim Anus where they make fun of Slim Shady. He's like Slim Anus, Eminem clowned him, and I can actually recite the verse from Marshall Mathers, the song, and it's like let me think. I'm also here to spread fear. And two fags who spray Fago root beer and call themselves clowns because they look queer. A faggot, too dope, and silent gay claim Detroit when y'all live 20 miles away. And I don't wrestle, but I'll knock you fucking blank the fuck out.
And I tend to be sophisticated.
Yeah. Basically, Eminem said, you guys call me Slim Anus? Damn right I'm Slim Anus, because I don't get fucked in mine like you two little flaming And that was basically like the end of the feud because like Eminem is like the one guy I guess you don't want to battle rap, eviscerate you. Take it out and give it to Jay. Yeah, Jay does it better. Oh, don't be so violent. Yeah. I like Eminem. I don't care. Yeah, Rock's a scumbag. Sorry. Who would want to date anyone that Tommy Lee is fucked?
Seriously.
Would literally be like throwing a hot dog into a volcano.
Not even a volcano, like worse. Oh man.
But the problem is Tommy Lee's been with like a lot of hot women. You know, Pam Anderson. I think he was linked to Carmen Electra at one point.
Yeah, but Pam Anderson's not even hot anymore. She like was at one point in time.
One point. Yeah. At one point, yeah. You know what though? This isn't very PC, but I miss the rock stars. I miss fucking rock stars going out and being debaucherous and doing that. Nowadays,
fucking PC culture ruined everything. Fuck all you PC culture douchebags. You fucking social justice
PC
warrior
culture,
fucking piece of shit. All right, enough of that. I said too much.
No, it's true, dude. Because like
ruin everything.
Woman will say,
ruin everything.
Oh, woman will say, "Oh, he used his popularity and influence to have sex with me."
No,
it's like
you were a whore that wanted to get with him.
You're a groupie. Or literally the only reason you slept with him is because he's famous. Mm-hmm. He didn't use his fame to sleep with you. You slept with him because he's famous. Then when he didn't call you back the next morning, now all of a sudden you're claiming that he sexually assaulted and raped you, even though it was consensual the night before, until you realize he's a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, and he's not a huge piece of shit. He just didn't give you the time of day after your one night stand. You fucking slutbag. All right, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Wolf needs to drink every show.
It's starting to catch up to me. In the past 3 hours, I downed 8 drinks now. I've drank 8.
Why we don't talk about? You know why we don't talk about this all the time? Because we know our fan base is very wide, and we don't want to offend any of our fans. But realistically, anyone who's in this conversation right now personally probably knows me and Wolfman and knows where we stand on a lot of these situations. That's it. Yeah. You used to be able to throw beads to girls, they'd flash you. And you know what? That is trades of goods and services. That's been around forever. Okay? It's not demoralizing. It's empowering that these women can get these guys to do anything they want just to show some skin. Look, I'm not going to stand up for Harvey Weinstein because he did rape a lot of women. There's women in Hollywood right now who say, dude, I'm not ashamed. All I had to do was sleep with someone and I would get a part. I'm using my God-given talent.
Joe Rogan has the best fucking bit about that. And he talks about if he had a boy and there was a Harvina Weinstein and she's like, all you gotta do is fuck me and you're gonna be the new Batman. Joe's like to his son, you're gonna be the new Batman. Like it's like
seriously though.
It's like the best bit. He's like, you're gonna be the new Batman. Like you're gonna sleep with that fucking lady. Like you're gonna do it.
Well, you want to know something? Because Courtney Love, she got the leading role in that Larry Flint movie with Woody Harrelson. She straight up said in an interview before, I had to do some stuff for that movie, but that movie put me on the spot as an actor. And she's like, and I don't regret anything. It's my body, my choice. I can choose what I want to do with it. Good for her. She has the power to do that.
I mean, it's unfortunate what he did. He took advantage of a lot of girls, but they had the option to say no. A lot of them didn't feel that way, unfortunately, so they just did it because he was very forceful about it. And he's still a piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. He's still
the reason I called him a piece of shit.
Yeah.
because he did forcibly sexually assault people, even regardless of if a part was up for a but he also used that bartering system, and there was women who turned it down, and he said, "You'll never work in Hollywood again," and they did. They worked. They just went elsewhere.
Honestly, I'm sure there were some that never worked in Hollywood again. Unfortunately, that's
the scary part,
truth.
dude.
Yeah, that's why he's a piece of shit. Like, there are some brave women that turned him down, that had self-respect for themselves, and they unfortunately were probably stuck fucking waiting tables and doing God knows what. You know what?
You say they had
job,
you said they had self-respect for themselves because they didn't do it. But I still think the women who did do it, they chose to do it, respected themselves enough to put a value on what they are. And they say, yeah, this role's gonna...
It's a double-edged sword. It's a lose-lose no matter what. I mean, they have respect for themselves for not doing it. At the same time, they felt empowered enough to do what they had to do to get their role. They manned up, and you know what I mean? And some of them became superstars, and they owe their career to fucking or blowing this shithead, unfortunately. And,
Gore says, movies, music, movies, the sky is blue, dogs are cute. It's like, oh, you guys are going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, we are.
And we're done, but I just want to let people know, like, especially because of who we have in the group right now.
It's all Gray's fault.
It's Noah's. It's my fault. Actually, no, at this point, it's Rob, because everybody here knows who the fuck I am.
Hey, I was good enough to say Gray this time, okay?
I know.
That's all I'm saying.
No, dude.
I said Rob. I said Rob like 6 times during this podcast. I already know I did. Like, it just.
This one, the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I honestly don't think you notice, because it's just so
happens
second nature for you. Yeah.
You listen to the Only the Strong episode. A lot of Rob, but see, we were having such a fucking good time laughing, like we weren't thinking about calling each other.
I know, man. We had Brazilian fucking Peter Steele. Brazilian Peter Steele and Mexican dancing.
Mexican Danzig.
It was a grand old time, man. It was a grand old time.
I think people don't understand. Like,
see, the thing is, I don't. All my friends, there's only like 2 people that ever call me Cliff. Everyone knows me as Zombie or Wolfman, and that's the funny thing. So, like, no one's used to calling me by my real name.
Yeah, I think more people would call you Zombie.
Yeah, because through roller derby and whatnot, there's only a handful of people, and because of the podcast now that I'm friends with, that would call me Wolfman. So it's actually starting to grow more. But there's only, like I said, there's less than 5 people that I know, like, still to this day, that would call me by my real name, and like one of them's my mom. You know what I mean?
Like Angie, my mom, they'll call me Bobby, because ever since I was a little kid, even though my name's Robert, always call me Bobby. All my family members call me Bobby.
I'll call you Bobby. I'll call you Rob, and I'll call you Gray. Like, it's funny because I don't know. It's because Gore calls you Bobby.
You'll jump on that when she's around, but when it's just us, you call me Rob.
And then lately, I've been calling her Angie because you call her Angie. Even though I'm used to just always calling her Gore, I never called her Angie or Angela.
Yeah, and see, because you knew her through Derby, so she was Gore. She's always been Angie. I actually have a hard time. I have a hard time calling you Wolfman here because I'm used to it now. I have a hard time calling her Gore in the comment section and stuff like that. Even though she's on her personal page, it says Angela. Like, I try to catch myself, but that's where I fuck up usually. No one really knows my name. Isn't it Patrick Wilson?
Well, out of this podcast right now, he's talking about. I barely remembered. I just remembered that, who he was by looking at his picture, because I saw his picture like couple days, like maybe like a week ago, and I'm like, I thought Mazero looked differently, and I was laughing at myself. I did not expect him.
to
look the way he did.
Take your ass to bed. I know it's past your old lady bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here.
I mean, honestly, it's been 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's probably about time we just close this down in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's only 3 people left
we had a
after.
good conversation.
It's only 3 people left after Stacy leaves. So.
Well, I'm one of them, so really, it's probably Pat and Ange. But I want to thank everybody who watched tonight. Anyone who watches this not live, because people actually watch these like the next day. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Stacey,
if you go to the website right now and look at it, we have over 400 views on this podcast already, on this live view. So I mean, a lot of people have been in and out.
They'll catch up with it when they can. And hey, you know what? That's awesome. We got to congratulate Jenny Wyatt and Tracy, Stacy, winning our baskets. But don't worry, because
big shout out to Pat and Mazzero and Stacy for hanging around for as long as they did. Ray was in here for a really long time. Ray is a Patreon and a top fan.
And you're going to be doing some live stream gaming with Mazzero here pretty soon, right?
Not Mazzero. I mean, maybe. We'll see if he can get his shit together. But with Vintage DC. Well, Mazzero, Pat's got he's doing his Discord right now. He's doing a lot of stuff, so he's not really gaming a lot. So.
Get on it.
Yeah. We might do a partnership between our Discords. We don't know. We might do some cross promotion. We shall see. We're working on some things. So,
Angie, people take your picks into consideration every week. It's one thing I'm going to say right now. He kind of slept on it, but our audio streaming services are picking up like crazy. Like YouTube is doing okay, and our live streams do well, but our audio streaming services get quite a few listens per episode. So yeah, we need
quite
picks
a few
every week.
They do way more than any of our other shit. Like. You go to our YouTube and we average anywhere from 3 to 40 views per video or something like that. There's a couple of videos that have more, but you go to our audio stuff only, and they got Spotify. You say we're averaging 400 views per, give or take.
Spotify getting 150 to 200 on Spotify alone. You throw in Apple and Google and PodRocket, and each episode gets between 400 and 500 listens. Some of them are past like the 1,400 mark. So everyone who listens on audio streaming services, you guys are also.
I want to do one night with Pat, with Mazzero, like one night a week at least, because I'm doing one night with Vintage. I want to do one night with him, and I wanted to talk to him about it recently, but since he's bringing it up, where me and you game and we stream it. Whether you stream it yourself too, but I'll stream it on Facebook or Twitch, whatever, with the GrindHaus. And I want to, whether we play Insurgency or something else, we can mix it up. But I do want to do a solid stream with him. I do better when I stream with my friends and we have a good time. We joke around and bust each other's balls and do stuff. I was trying to get Chewy.
Not necessarily.
Well, I was trying to get Chewy on a stream tomorrow, but he's busy, unfortunately.
Not necessarily worried about the actual games that are played on the GrindHaus channel, because it's about the content that's out there. You know what I mean?
No, but Insurgency is how I know him, and it's my favorite shooter. So it's like our game. Like when I play games with him, that's what we play. As far as I'm concerned,
that's what I'm saying. Like whether
I made a joke that he doesn't play anything else, I fucking was busting his balls.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying whether it's like an army shooter or it's a horror game or whatever, it's still content for the channel that people would be interested in. So fucking.
You may not be able to stream, but I can have you on my Discord and we can banter back and forth and talk about things and make fun of each other or, the randos we play with or whatever, and we can make it a fun time. I do want to try to lock down at least one night a week where me and you do a stream together. We're gonna have other people come join us. Obviously, I don't care. Like Seeker, Trailblazer, whoever we play with, Soul Survivor, she's a cool chick. We can have whatever. But,
all that audio would be on the stream, right? All your guys' conversation would be on the stream. Yeah, dude, you don't even need video for everyone. Just having that audio, that's great.
I'm gonna have I have some of the clips of us playing with Doc, and it's just some of the funniest shit of us just joking around, and then like when everyone dies, we're all spectating like the last one alive, and we're like busting their balls, we're trying to help them out. It's a grand old time. We gotta get Frost back into it too. Like Frost is like 16, but he's like He's our little idiot. We just have so much fun with him. It's just fucking hilarious.
Every group needs a little idiot.
Yeah. He's like the village idiot, but like in a good way. We should have a good time with him. Start talking to him again. Like he's back. He's starting to stream. So we gotta get him playing Insurgency again. It's just fun. Just like kind of just having a
All right, guys.
Doing what guys do. Having a good time.
We're gonna wrap this up. Again, thank you everybody who was here live. Congratulations to our contest winner. If you're watching this not live, what's up from the future? The past, sorry.
Yeah, we got close to breaking a record today. I think we hit up to like 16 people at once that I noticed on the live.
It was on a lot of different pages.
Yeah. One of our streams we hit 23. I think that was like our high for consecutive viewers at once, but yeah, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun.
Now I'm gonna have to go check out all these pages and see if there's any comments.
Yeah, go through them.
We'll figure it out sometime. Yeah. But hey, everybody,
dude, we're hitting an all-time high. We hit an all-time high. We're at 597. I just refreshed. We're three viewers, or actually 3 comments shy. 3 comments shy. Sorry, not viewers. We hit 597 comments for this stream. That's higher than
gotta congratulate Stacy. Just became a projectionist on our Patreon page. Is now the highest level. That means she gets another pick, and I swear to God, if it's Boo or Boo 2,
nah, she wants Devil's Rejects, man. That's her pick.
Devil's Rejects, yeah. We'll get to it for sure. All right, guys. Oh, Angie clapped too.
There we go. Now we just hit over 600 comments. I'm Wolfman. Thank you, everyone. Had a great time.
See you
next time.
2 weeks.
Actually, hopefully we see them in all our other watches on our videos. But yes, definitely in 2 weeks.
Absolutely, for sure, 2 weeks. Bye.
Night, everyone.